welcome back to another Slay the Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetable Bread, and we are going to be back to playing Ascension 20, trying to get heart kills. I think when I left off on this, I was about to do Watcher, before I switched to doing custom modifiers. So I'm going to go back to Watcher, and then after that run, I'll just move on to Ironclad. We'll rotate through characters. Doing Ascension 20 heart kills. Alright, what's Neo got for us today? So I like swapping out the boss relic. I do not have a lot of respect for pure water. Choosing colorless card, I don't want to do. A lot of the colorless cards are bad. Choosing is nice, so you'll rarely get something that's bad, right? That like you don't want in the deck. But pretty frequently, one of the options will be something like Purity, and you'll be like, well, that's unimpressive. It's certainly worse than this random common relic, which could be something really useful like Vajra or Oddly Smooth Stone. Or, there's a lot of really good common relics. Akabiko is pretty good for Watcher. Removing 2 cards is not something I really want to do. We want to remove strikes from the deck eventually, but we don't want to remove them before the first Elite fight. So we're going to wait on card removing effects. So it's either random common relic or swap out for a boss relic. Swapping out for a boss relic can be extremely high variance because you can get stuff like Pandora's Box, which gives you 8 fastings and you lose the run immediately, but I think this is my favorite. Okay, so we're starting with Sacred Bark. So potions are really potent. Sacred Bark is pretty powerful early on. If I go left and one of these 3 fights gives me a potion, I can probably use that potion to just kill this elite. If the potion is like a fire potion, that's 40 damage. That's like 80% of Gremlin Knob's health, for example. If it's a regeneration potion, then like healing for 10 and then 9 and then 8 is so much better than healing for 5 and then 4 and then 3. That you can probably just last through that fight. And that is the path with the most elites. Even if we don't take the Mega Elite, we can go right and take this elite and then 2 more, so get 3 in the act. It doesn't have an early fire, and in fact none of these routes do. A slightly more conservative route would be to go this way, take these question marks and then this elite. If one of these question marks is like Serpent or something, we could go this way to get rid of the curse, but then we're skipping and only getting 1 elite in the act. Yeah, there is a 4 elite path that doesn't require the Mega Elite. If we go sort of up the middle here, get this guy and then these 3. I think I do want to allow myself to choose 4 elites. I definitely don't want to force it. So I think I like either this route or this one. I think I'll do this one and assume that one of these question marks is probably a fight. If it isn't, I kind of have to do this hallway fight, because I do want to get 3 card rewards before I start fighting elites. So I guess I'll just take this one and make sure that I get 3 fights. Although then if one of these is a fight, it's a hard fight. This gives up the opportunity to sort of cheese the early elite with a Sacred Bark potion though. And I do like having that option. But I think this left route is just too hard. Because it would be a Mega Elite and 2 regular elites before you get to a fire. And you could skip the second regular elite, but you still have 2 hard hallway fights and an elite before the fire. So I think I'd probably die. Okay, so let's choose this right route. Jawworm beating us up. What a bully. 7 unavoidable damage in the first part of the first floor. Not much you can do to protect yourself against that. Could have taken 2 damage to develop 6 there. It was pretty reasonable to do so, but we have lethal this turn, so it was correct to prevent the damage. Alright, so we get to choose Protect or Nirvana or Just Lucky. Or Coconut could choose to yell at us. That would work too. Coconut, what do you think? You want to yell at us? Protect is very good. Protect is one of the best Watcher cards. I really like Nirvana though. Just Lucky does damage, which is kind of necessary early on. Nirvana is really only good if you get like a Weave or a Golden Eye or something. But there's lots of good cards that combo with Nirvana, like Cut Through Fate, Just Lucky. There's the block card that scries for 5. There's a ton. Like scrying is just a really powerful effect in general, and having Nirvana means that you just get to take all the scrying effects, put them in your deck, and then you don't need Dexterity to block, which is pretty neat. So yeah, the paths here are either I want Dexterity block, I want to block without Dexterity, or I am really afraid of Gremlin Knob. And we're definitely afraid of Gremlin Knob, but I think we'll get a potion at some point, so we're not like so afraid that we would take Just Lucky over Nirvana. Like, Just Lucky is technically a damage common, but it does 3 damage. You know, like, it doesn't do very much. And it's common, whereas Nirvana is uncommon, so we're much less likely to find Nirvana later if we pass on it now. So I think I'm going to take Nirvana. I really like generating block passively. Anything that generates block passively, like while you're doing the rest of your turn, is like really nice in my book. However, it currently does nothing, so it's basically a curse. So I'll go ahead and enter Calm and start working on the Acid Slime here. So yeah, we do have to pick a card to make that good. We have 2 strikes next turn guaranteed, so I'm going to go ahead and enter Wrath here as well. Which is not guaranteed lethal, but it's likely lethal. It is not lethal. Well, I guess that was a mistake then. Okay, so next turn if we find Eruption Strike, that's lethal. And if we miss Eruption, we can get lethal with just Vigilance. We're definitely going to play at least 2 defense. And I think we're going to play 3. There's an argument that I play a strike because then I can't miss lethal. It's not possible. I guess it is possible because I can only get 1 attack card, and that attack card can be a strike. So even if I play, but then the other card is a Vigilance, so I can get out of Wrath. Yeah, so I'm gonna just block. Try and conserve my life total here a little bit after foolishly wasting it. All right, we do have guaranteed lethal next turn, so. What a disastrous start. Definitely shouldn't have gone into Wrath there. Okay, it's tempting to take Empty Fist because it does a bunch of damage, and we just got a double duplication potion. Just Lucky is better with Nirvana, though. Also, Just Lucky is pretty amazing against Gremlin Knob, because it's an attack that blocks. And if we've developed Nirvana, it's an attack that blocks for 5, which is pretty crazy. So I'm going to take Just Lucky. Need to get a copy of it at some point, so. Alright. Let's go ahead and block this out. None of them are weakening, so we can just mulligan on turn 1 here. Alright, we can't mulligan on turn 1 again because they're hitting us. We can defend for 5 and break both, take 10. Yikes, we're really getting beat up by these early fights. Like, a bunch of involuntary damage from the Jawworm. He did 7 on turn 1, and then, like, we messed up in on floor 2 and ended up stranded in Wrath and took 11. And here the deck didn't want to sequence correctly, so we're in trouble here too. Alright, so the least we can take is 10 this fight, so I guess we'll take 10 and hope we win next turn. Or hope we don't take any more damage. Yeah, now they're cooperating. Alright, let's kill this one. Alright. I guess we have a lethal with Eruption Strike. Alright, regen potion. That's super good. Okay, so now we're back in it. We can take a second Just Lucky. I prefer to take a Cut Through Fate instead of a Just Lucky, but there's no Cut Through Fate in this card choice. We should take one of these cards because they all do damage and we need the damage. Bowling Bash is very good against spires, or sentries rather. So we could take Bowling Bash. And Flying Sleeves is kind of good. I think we take a second copy of Just Lucky. It's still a good card. Walking for 5 is really nice. Let's upgrade Eruption. Having it cost 2 is pretty rough. Although we do have 2 0-cost things. So we could do Serpent Event and go to this shop. It only lets us get 1 elite in the act, though. We get a bunch of extra fires, though. We're not actually any good at fighting elites currently. Like, the only damage we've added to the deck is 2 copies of Just Lucky. So I think I agree with the snake here. I think we need to take the money and run. Get extra fires, get a shop, find some regular card rewards that maybe have Cut Through Fate in them. We need to power up without relics first. Take another Just Lucky next turn, that seems fun. Although we're going to be weak. And frail, apparently. But frail doesn't stop our block from Just Lucky. We could drink the regen pot this turn. It pretty much guarantees to put us to full health whenever we drink it. So I think I'll wait until I'm a little bit lower. Alright, I think we break him this turn with Eruption. Let's see, so we do 9 plus 24 is 33 plus 6 is 39. Yeah, the alternative is we block for 3 and take 15. I don't think so. It's not a great pop, but it'll do. Getting killed here. Alright, I guess we have to use a potion. Let's go ahead and use the regen potion. And then we'll try to kill one of these slimes and stall out the fight until we heal to full. Since I'm not doing an elite, I'll play the duplication potion too. It sucks, but it saves me 20 health, so... I guess save 23 health. Alright, we're definitely going to go into Vigilance. And I guess we're going to play Just Lucky. And Slimed. We're going to be in this fight for a long time while we wait for regen, so it's important to get the Slimes out of the deck, and we're not trying to kill him particularly soon. I will do a strike, though, just to reduce his life total a little bit, so that we can kill him if we need to. We are still net healing this turn, so I don't want to end the fight instead of taking this damage. And now we have a regular regen pot to go through. We're still healing for 1. I wish I'd left off a strike earlier, because then I could Just Lucky and block out, but I can't. Alright, now we are no longer a net healing, because we can block for 6 and take 4, and we're only healing for 3. There's only 6 more healing in the pot, So we could take the net 1 and hope that we get healed up for a maximum of 2 over the course of the fight, or we can end the fight now. I think I'm willing to hold out hope to heal for 2. I'm only risking 1 HP by doing this, so yeah, he's not attacking this turn, so it was a good risk. Here's our heal for 2. And we'll kill him instead of taking 1. Oh wait, yeah, there's no way to net heal this turn. Okay. Take a 3rd copy of Just Lucky. I think I'll take Third Eye. I'm not super excited about it, because it's bad against Gremlin Knob, but it does scry. And it's a pretty good card outside of Act 1. Also, our boss is Guardian, so we need some block. Alright, let's go to that shop, spend our 300 money. Molten Egg is quite good. We actually can't afford Membership Card and Molten Egg, though. I think we should buy a Membership Card. If we want to go to Act 4, Membership Card is worth so much in the long term. So I think it overrides the value of Molten Egg, even though Molten Egg is really good. Yeah, can't quite afford Molten Egg. We can get a 2nd copy of Nirvana and a Talk to the Hand, which seems pretty good. I do love me some Talk to the Hand. We can afford that and a card remove too. And we'd have, what, 5 money left over? Okay, that seems fine. And we'll remove a strike. Alright, we're definitely strong enough to fight elites now, but unfortunately, we don't get any elites until way later. I think upgrading Talk to the Hand is pretty important. Ooh, Vajra. That's really good with the Just Luckies. It's really nice to get some scaling on those because they don't do much without it. Okay, I think this is going to be Vigilance Defend. And take 2. We don't have any AoE. Maybe we need to develop Talk to the Hand. So that'd be Vigilance, Talk to the Hand, take 7. Yeah, because they could be attacking for even more next turn. I think Vigilance, Talk to the Hand is reasonable. Yeah, they are attacking for even more this turn. Okay, so I guess I kill the one with block return on it. And then I can either break one of the other ones or develop future block. It's nice that strikes hit a breakpoint. Like 7 is... oh no, I guess it isn't. They do get 1 additional damage. The damage that you get from Vajra is not taken away by weak. I think both these choices are reasonable. I'm going to strike so that I can kill him next turn. I guess that's pretty unlikely to happen, huh? I should have moved on because there's so much scrying in the future and no more strikes. Okay, so third eye blocks out. Unless I enter Wrath, and then it doesn't. But if I enter Wrath, I can kill this one. If I enter Wrath, I can also block out. If I use all 3 of these. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's enter Wrath by hitting the back one, and then Just Lucky on the front one. This will do 6 damage, so it'll set up the Just Lucky next turn to kill him. And I'll get rid of the Nirvana. Okay, cool. We get to end the fight. No potion reward's kind of a bummer. There's the cut through fate. We do have Ragnarok plus Vajra, which is kind of neat. Do 7 times 6 is what, 42 damage? It's pretty nice. I think I'll take the cut through fate though. Ragnarok's not super good early. Did I card remove a strike instead of a doubt? I totally did. Whoops. Okay, let's go to this fire. I think we're healthy enough to smith again. I do like upgrading cut through fate. It seems like we're kind of building around this Nirvana thing, so we should probably get those upgraded. We really need to find weave as well. The marginal value of additional scrying goes down a little bit the more of it you have. So it's not... excuse me. Hello? Okay, sorry about that. I need to make that stop. Okay. Sorry about all the phone call noise. Yeah, we really need to find weave. I was talking about the reduced marginal value of additional scrying. So the risk of scrying with an empty deck increases the more scrying you have. Because if your deck is empty, then and you're going to have scry cards in hand, right? Because I pretty much always have scry cards in hand now. I have like 4 of them. Cut through fate is nice because you can cause a shuffle with it, so that you make your other scry cards useful again. But it does that whether or not you upgrade it, so I don't really need the upgrade on cut through fate. It does do extra damage when you do that. But let's go ahead and upgrade Nirvana. So currently, if we put Talk to the Hand on Guardian and have both Nirvanas developed, then we're getting 10 block return. So we can just Lucky to block for 12. He takes 4 of it back with his damage return. So we end up blocking for a net 8 per just Lucky, which is pretty neat. We could go here for another card remove. Actually, we can't quite afford it. We're off of affording it by 4. So I guess I'll just suffer with this doubt in my deck. Is it doubt? It is doubt. The max block is Nirvana, Talk to the Hand, Just Lucky, Defend. And we're going to hit for 18, so I think we're pretty interested in that max block. It is 3, 7, 9, 14 block. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and do that. I'll focus the Fungi Beast first because he scales a little bit faster. Keep the block on top. Okay, I think I want to develop the other Nirvana and then double Scry, which should block out, right? This blocks for... So each Nirvana blocks for... Scry blocks for 7, so these are blocking for 14. That already blocks out, and then this also blocks for an additional 7. So maybe we don't need the Nirvana, maybe we can fit in a Strike. If these are each blocking for 4, that's 8, and this blocks for 7. That does block out. Let's see what Cut Through Fate tells us. Probably don't want Eruption or Defend next turn. Lame. So this is going to be exactly our hand next turn, which seems fine. Unless we want to third eye some of those away. Which we probably do. He's going to be dead. I will keep Vigilance, but I'll get rid of the other 2. We can either kill this Fungi Beast or we can Nirvana. We're blocked out either way. I guess I'll keep the Fungi Beast alive so that I can get future block return off of him. Although that's a little bit dicey because you can't really block by killing a Fungi Beast because they make you vulnerable. And I think I can survive the vulnerable pretty well right now, so I'll just go ahead and take it. Okay. I guess I'll keep a strike for next turn. Sure. And then we'll max block, which is enough. So we have survived being vulnerable. Defend just lucky blocks out. I'll get rid of strike this time. And I guess I'll just play all the cards. Third eye blocks out, but the deck is empty. We probably have lethal here, eruption, so 7 plus 12, yeah, that's lethal, okay. Six Thorns is pretty insane for the Automaton fight. We've seen 2 copies of Flurry of Blows and no Weaves. I guess Weave is an uncommon, so we might never find it. Reach Heaven through Violence is kind of nice. It's a little bit expensive. We are about to fight an Elite, though, and we are a little bit short on damage. Alright, I think I'll grab it. It's good with scrying, too, because you get to put it on top, put it into your deck, and then go find it. Okay. Here he is, Gremlin Knob. Alright, we definitely want to develop Nirvana this turn, so that we can block in the future. We definitely want to develop Talk to the Hand. So I guess that only leaves Cut Through Fate. It's not really important that we do it in the right order, because he's not attacking this turn, so I'll just Cut Through Fate first. And get rid of both of these. Okay. I don't think I want to enter Eruption next turn. I think that's too early, so we'll put that in the next shuffle. It's kind of unfortunate, but, you know, that's how Gremlin Knob works. Okay, so next turn is probably Nirvana, Just Lucky, Reach Heaven. And then hopefully we kill him with Through Violence and Eruption. So Nirvana blocks for 4 and doesn't cause Strength, which seems pretty nice. It doesn't matter if I Just Lucky before or after Reach Heaven. Blocking for 15 against Gremlin Knob with no Strength gain is pretty nice. We are still getting beat up, obviously, but... no access to Wrath yet. And we can't kill him. So I think we just double defend here and try and draw Wrath. If we fail, though, we're in a bit of a sticky situation. But our vulnerable is about to wear off. So I don't think we die even if we don't find it next turn. I mean, we probably kill him next turn is the real reason why we defend here. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Oddly Smooth Stone. Took a lot of health, but I think it's worth it. Oddly Smooth Stone's really good. Tantrum is quite good with Talk to the Hand. I don't know if we really need an extra way of entering Wrath, though. Well, we got both. These are some great relics. I really like Sacred Bark. Membership card is an excellent first purchase, and then Vajra, Oddly Smoothstone are some of the best common relics. Fear No Evil's kind of nice. These are both like Stance Dancing cards. We do have Through Violence, so getting into Wrath is neat for that. These are all uncommons, too. I wish they were Weave, though. Weave is much nicer uncommon than any of these. If we already had Tantrum, we would want Fear No Evil. but we don't already have Tantrum. We did upgrade our Eruption, so we need a second way of getting into Wrath, even a little bit less than normal. What's the upgrade for this do? Just increases damage. I think we're okay on damage versus Guardian, because we have the crazy block return from the Just Luckies. It would be neat if the Just Luckies did more damage, and Tantrum does do that. Tantrum is also kind of nice with scrying because it shuffles itself back in, so you can like put Tantrum in the deck and then go find it if you need it. And Tantrum does combo with Tantrum, which is kind of the point of the card. But I think we're going to skip here. Alright, max block is Nirvana, Talk to the Hand, Just Lucky, Defend. And we need to do kind of all of that. So we block for 3, 7, 10. Actually, we block for a little bit more than I thought. Block for 17, so maybe we don't need all of that. We could get away with Defend, Talk to the Hand, Just Lucky, Strike, and skip Nirvana. There's no reason to skip Just Lucky. I definitely don't want to skip Talk to the Hand. I guess I'll just Talk to the Hand first. So yeah, I guess it's between Nirvana and Strike, huh? I guess I could skip the Defend and just Nirvana Just Lucky, which blocks for 10. Yeah, I think that's probably the right way to do it. Nirvana is good to develop. It's sort of unfortunate. We don't want Vigilance. We need to kill the looter before he leaves. It's sort of unfortunate. Oh wait, I forgot the strike blocks. Sorry, I actually blocked out. It's sort of unfortunate that I built this whole deck around like being able to block without any decks, and then I found out this smooth stone. We can't kill. I think we can probably Eruption and block out though, which is kind of neat. So Eruption itself blocks for 3. He's going to be attacking for 22, so we have to block for 18 more. Third Eye blocks for 12, so we need 6 more, and then yeah, Defend blocks. Cool. I guess let's Third Eye first and see what we're drawing. We definitely don't want Doubt, but the other attacks are pretty good, especially since we're going to be in Wrath mode. I guess we're blocking for 21, taking 1, but that's fine. Another copy of Flurry of Blows, but we haven't been doing any stance dancing. I wish that if we'd taken all of the Flurry of Blows, we'd be in pretty good shape with the Talk to the Hand. But it's really not the direction the deck's going. I'm not taking Signature Move or Halt right now, so this is a skip. Can we afford to Smith here? I think our potions are strong enough that we probably can. If we get into trouble, we can just block pot to block for 1 million. I think we probably want the Nirvana upgrade. Just Lucky upgrade is kind of neat, although it's got marginal value of scry problems, so it's like the scry for 2 is better than scry for 1 for sure, but the more scry you have, the less valuable scrying for 1 more is. Yeah, I think I like the one more block every turn forever. Kind of a weird deck, very defensive. Let's Cut Through Fate and let's see. We want to look for a Nirvana or Talk to the Hand. Those are our major things we need to develop early. So let's Third Eye first, look for those, and then try Cut Through Fate and draw one of them. There's Nirvana. I'm happy with drawing that. Okay. I'll keep the Just Lucky because it blocks next turn, and next turn is a big attack turn. We did not find Talk to the Hand, so that's unfortunate. It looks like this turn is probably... He's not attacking next turn, so there's no reason keeping that. Looks like this turn is probably our block pot. We're also using Liquid Bronze in this fight, I think. So if we block pot, we're blocking for 31, so defend blocks out, so we can fit in Reach Heaven. Or Vigilance, I suppose. I think Reach Heaven is probably the one, though. So we're doing this, and that, and this, and then I think we're going to use the Liquid Bronze as well. He does have a big 4 times multi-attack, so I think we're going to use it in the fight. Might as well use it now. Okay. We missed Talk to the Hand, last card in the deck, so that's unfortunate. We can Eruption through Violence to like get a bunch of damage through, but I don't think that's wise. So we're just going to strike him. We could through Violence and change his form. It's pretty bad to take these, to take the Steam Vent. So I guess I will through Violence. We can probably block his 10 damage next turn and develop Talk to the Hand. I guess we'll have to see when we get there, though. Yeah, it's just third eye blocks for a 10, so we can third eye, Talk to the Hand, strike. Still not going into Eruption next turn. It's a big attack turn, so we'll keep the defend. And now strikes are positive block. Oh wait, that's not true. They lose us 1 net health, but that's fine. Because we're blocked out. Just Luckies are the ones that are a huge positive number of block. I guess I'll Just Lucky first and then cut through Fate. The best draw here is probably the other Just Lucky. Get rid of that curse. Yeah, so we have 10 armor after Just Lucky. And we'll draw the other Just Lucky. And we can fit in a strike here. I guess we could have fit in a Calm as well, but we don't have a ton of mana problems. If we'd gone into Calm, we could have gone into Eruption now and done some kind of neat stuff. Third Eye mostly blocks out by itself. We'll just keep... I guess we need the Defend for next turn because he's going to be in Turtle mode again. Oh wait, no he's not. We need the strikes to break him. Is this strike selected or not? I think I like paused it halfway through its animation. Yeah, it's like partially selected. Huh. Well, this way is clearly selected, so I guess unclearly selected I'll have to settle for. Yeah, I'll leave the strikes. We actually could have blocked out in Vigilance mode, or in Wrath mode this turn. Maybe we should have. Next turn is a bunch of blocks. Let's try to get rid of the curse. If we can draw the curse right now, do we want to? I guess he's in the middle of transforming, huh? Yeah, let's try to find the curse. Okay, we didn't. There's no point in striking. We wanted Vigilance or the curse. Either one was okay. We could through Violence, but I think we want to save those up for Wrath mode if we can, and we can. Probably Just Lucky Reach Heaven Strike blocks out. Let me Just Lucky first and see where we're at. We'll keep the Defend for the 16 attack turn. I guess this doesn't quite block out, so I'll go ahead and Vigilance and Strike, which does block out. Getting pretty close to killing him. We'll probably wait until he transforms, so maybe we're planning on killing him next turn. Next turn, Weak is going to wear off, so this is back to doing 21 damage, which will be 42 in Wrath mode. Maybe we don't cut through Fate, so that we don't disturb this this shuffle. Actually, let's Third Eye, and if we can guarantee that a Defend is on top without disturbing these 3 cards, then we'll cut through Fate. Yeah, we can't. We'll get rid of the Defend and draw an extra one, though. We're already blocked out, so now we can just like Defend Strike, do a little bit extra damage. Alright, I was planning on this turn being lethal, but I didn't actually count it. So it's 10 plus 42 is 52. Yeah, it's lethal. Okay. We could technically break him if we did exactly 60 damage. We're doing more than 60 damage. I think that was a perfect Guardian fight. It's pretty nice. Bunch of good cards here. Spirit Shield is quite nice. We have a little bit of Dex, so that's good. Omniscience we can't currently play. We might pick either an Energy Relic or a Snecko Eye, which would be nice. We do have Reach Heaven, which is expensive, but we also have 2 copies of Just Lucky, so Snecko Eye is not super great right now. Also, we don't really have anything we want to Omniscience. The best target is obviously Talk to the Hand, or Power, I suppose. Ragnarok, as we discussed earlier, has synergy with Vajra, but doesn't really do enough to be like I passed it for what did I take over it? Did I take maybe it was Talk to the Hand or a second copy of Nirvana or something. I don't remember what the card reward was, but we could have had one for free. I think Spirit Shield is the clear pick here. All right. So we could Pandora's Box and get rid of these Strikes and Defends. We could Empty Cage, and Empty Cage is actually pretty appealing because we missed removing this Doubt. So we could correct that mistake and get rid of another Strike. Do we need Kurski? Does this need to be a 4 energy deck? Spirit Shield is quite expensive if you're a 3 energy deck. Pandora's Box is the most likely to find a Weave. I think we're pretty comfortable being a 3 energy deck with 2 copies of Just Lucky. Our hands are not generally super expensive. And Kurski's, prevents you from getting relics, which is lame. So I think it's either Empty Cage or Pandora's Box, and I think both are better than skipping. Obviously, Kurski is also better than skipping. We're never skipping here. We do also have a Curse. So if we discover any Curse synergy stuff, then Kurski is quite nice. I say quite nice, but it can give you normality and cause you to lose the game. There are an awful lot of Scry cards. So if we take Pandora's Box, we could just get a Scry card. You could also get, 3 copies of Worship, though, right? Pandora's Box is pretty dangerous for Watcher. There's a lot of different types of Watcher decks, and they don't really synergize with one another very well. I think probably the right thing to do is Empty Cage, Doubt, and Strike. We do really need to find that Weave, though. But there's just too many bad options from Pandora's Box. All the Stance Dancing stuff is bad. Things like Water are bad. Yeah, okay, we'll Empty Cage. Alright, we got an Outscale Champ, so that's something. We could go to a super early shop. We have like 360 money equivalent. If we go left, though, we're forced into a Mega Elite, which I think is probably death. If we go right, we also have a shop. We get a little bit more money first, which is nice. Go to the shop, fight this Elite, and then go to a fire and possibly get another Elite. It's potentially a 3 Elite path as well. Although we'd have to go left. And skip this Elite. Yeah, let's plan on that. I don't know if we're actually going to do all those Elites, but we'll see. Max block here is Nirvana, Third Eye, Defend Just Lucky, and I don't see any reason to not do that, so let's do it. Talk to the hand next turn is nice, we don't really need the attacks. I already know what's next. I guess from an ordering perspective, I should probably Just Lucky before Third Eye, because Just Lucky, like if there's a bad card on top, okay, so the way scrying repeatedly works is like after you scry the first time, you tend to be like, okay, I already know what's on top, so I'm going to leave it there with the second scry. So you should do scries in ascending order, so that, because if you scry for 3, you're very likely to leave a card there intentionally, and then your scry for 1s are all useless. But if you scry for 1, even if you leave the card there, then your scry for 3 is still useful, because maybe your decision to leave the card there changes now that you can see more cards. Like, I definitely need to have at least 5 block next turn, so if I scry for 1 and see a block, then I'll keep it. But then when I scry for 3, I see, you know, a block for 8 right after that. That's like a better card, so I'll get rid of the regular defend now. And, you know, but if you'd done it in the other order, then you would just, yeah, there'd be less potential upside from getting rid of a card and then seeing a 4th card with the bigger scry. All right, so max block here is Talk to the Hand, Nirvana, Just Lucky, Defend. I don't know if we actually need that much block, but we also develop Nirvana and Talk to the Hand when we do that, which are more important than getting into Calm. So let's do it. I guess we could skip Nirvana to get into Calm, but I think it's better to be in Calm. I don't think we need that Defend for next turn. Could be wrong. Alright, we can Spirit Shield, Cut Through Fate to block out. Cut Through Fate also causes a shuffle, so there's no way to see what we're going to get. I guess Cut Through Fate keeps our hand size the same, so we'll find out what we'll get through Cut Through Fate, and then we can Spirit Shield if we need to. It looks like we don't need to, actually. So we'll take off some Plated Armor. Probably don't need to defend next turn. We're getting most of our block from scrying and block return. Yeah, see, this is why I wanted to do Pandora's Box, because once the scry thing is going, we don't need defends. So I wish that they were just like attacks or, you know, cards that said scry on them or something. But I'm too worried about them being, you know, mantra and, you know, other sorts of things like that. Let's Third Eye first, see what we're up to next turn. I don't think we can kill him next turn, so we're going to get rid of Eruption and Strike. But I think Through Violence or Reach Heaven might be nice to get through some of his Plated Armor. Just Lucky's going to block out. I did it in the wrong order again, even though I just talked about this. Technically this time it didn't matter because there were only 3 cards, so I was only going to scry for those 3 anyway. And I guess I'll enter Calm because it's free. Alright, Reach Heaven, double Just Lucky, gets through 2 Plated Armor, and then we can Third Eye to scry for 5 total cards. Don't think we need Vigilance. And I don't think we need Defend. And now Third Eye gets to see a bunch of cards. Okay. Let's see, we have a lot of damage, so we could Eruption, Through Violence, Cut Through Fate, double Strike. We only block for, I guess we block for every attack and also for scrying. So maybe we even block out if we do that. But I think the primary reason you would do that is to kill him. So it'd be Eruption plus 42 damage, so that's 52 damage. Plus 14 times 2 is 28. 28 plus 52 is 80. 80 plus 16 is definitely lethal. Okay. Let's get rid of that and see if we can find more damage. Okay. We could get more draw, which is nice because we have a bunch of scrying, so the top card of our deck tends to be really valuable. We could do empty body to start doing stance dancing stuff randomly in Act 2. Seems bad. I think I'll pass on all these. Tranquility is kind of nice because we have Spirit Shield. So if we pick up a couple of retained things, we get extra block from Spirit Shield. I want those retained things to be like Protect, though, and like Perseverance. And I'm less excited about them being Tranquility. So I think we skip here. All right, birds. What happened to that Thorns Pond? We can Nirvana double defend here. We're still taking 6, so we could Essence of Steel too. Upgraded Essence of Steel is quite a bit better than regular Essence of Steel, and this is kind of a dangerous fight to use Essence of Steel in, because you can end up losing 6 plated armor to 1 bird. And it's protecting me for only 6 health right now. But I definitely don't want to waste it. Like, I don't want to, pick up a 3rd potion and be like, oh no. Because I have Sacred Barks. It's really important that I use my potions correctly. I think I expect it to save me quite a bit of health over the course of the fight. I expect to continue blocking out in future turns. So I'm going to let it work. Alright, we have Talk to the Hand, Just Lucky, Cut Through Fate, which blocks for 6 block return, 9 with Just Lucky, and then this blocks for 4, so it's 13 total. I need to block for 14 or knock this bird down. So if Cut Through Fate gets an attack, which it's fairly likely to do. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 8 cards here, and 3 of them are attacks, 4 of them are attacks, but Reach Heaven doesn't really count because we can't afford it this turn. And I get to see sort of 3 cards because I scry for 2 of them, and if neither of them are attacks, I can get rid of it. I mean, I guess I defend if it's not. I lose 2 plated armor if the line is Talk to the Hand, Just Lucky, Cut Through Fate, defend. Oh wait, I actually don't, because they both scry, so I get 8 block from that. Yeah, I think I'm blocking out. None of them have strength upped, so none of them are particular focus. This guy's doing 2 more damage, so I guess I'll target him. Let's Just Lucky first to see an extra card. Okay, we are getting a strike, so we're going to knock him down, and then we're blocked out. We'll leave Nirvana for next turn. And now they're attacking. Or now they're buffing. Let's go ahead and develop Nirvana. I guess we're going to see what these cards. Do we want to keep the Reach Heaven? It seems like it's not crazy good in this fight. I think we're just going to get rid of both of these. We don't want to waste any health on the block return guy either. Alright, this is kind of a scary turn. We can hit one of them 4 times. Actually, we'd have to do Eruption to do that. And then the other one hits us harder. 15 is more than 12, so we should focus this one. I guess this blocks for 16, which is a large number. And then if we find, so 16 plus 8 is 24, which is exactly how much he would attack for if we go into Eruption. So worst case scenario, we go into Eruption. Um, maybe we just plan on going into Eruption. Well, we can't go into Eruption first, because then if the top card of our deck is Vigilance, then we're trapped in Vigilance next turn. With Cut Through Fate. Yeah. Okay, so we have to trust Just Lucky and Cut Through Fate to draw an attack if we want to knock this guy down. So let's try and look for it. Yep, top card was Vigilance. So we would have been trapped in Eruption if we'd done it wrong. We're looking for an attack. We did not get one. Okay, we can Spirit Shield to block for 10. Let's see, we're currently blocked for 27, which is actually, we're already blocked out. So I guess we'll just develop Reach Heaven, because it does more damage. And we can't enter Eruption because we have no way of getting out next turn. Okay. Alright, we can get block return by beating up this front guy. This guy's buffing though, so he's sort of the biggest threat. We've only got one card to scry through, and it's an attack. Let's see, what are we doing? So they are attacking for 18, and we have plenty of block. So I think we just punch this one in the back a little bit. I'll leave that strike for next turn, and then we just block out. We'll leave the Through Violence for when we either need to knock down the bird or sorry about that. For either when we need to knock down the bird or when we are in Wrath mode. Okay, so now it would be helpful to knock down this bird because he's doing 18. And we can do that in hand. So let's do that. Okay, we don't need defense. Looks like we can kill him instead of knocking him down, so that's something. And then let's focus on this other bird. We'll leave the Reach Heaven, does a lot of damage. Alright, should be pretty trivial to block for 16. We've been blocking for like 40. Just Lucky Reach Heaven Defend doesn't do it. Yeah, it does actually. Just Lucky blocks for 11 by itself, and then we have 8 plated armor. So Just Lucky blocks out. So I guess I will develop Reach Heaven here. We'll leave Third Eye. We're gonna have a new deck next hand, so. Okay, let's Third Eye. Look for some stuff. I don't think we need Defends next turn. This hand kind of plays itself. Do we need to Through Violence on the block return guy? So we're currently blocked for 36, and they are attacking for 5 times 6, which is 30. So no. Alright, we have Eruption Through Violence. Through Violence will do half damage, but then it'll do double damage if we enter Eruption, so we can kill this front bird if we want. And then we can go back into Vigilance. And we can fit in a Just Lucky in the middle there, which should block out. So Just Lucky, yeah, Just Lucky plus Vigilance plus Plated Armor blocks out. Okay, so we'll Eruption on this guy because we don't need the damage. And then Through Violence to finish him off. It looks like we have lethal too. So we'll just finish the fight. Great. Double Flex Potion. Sands of Time, that does retain, so it's good with Spirit Shield. We like to keep it in hand for a long time. and then you get to blow people up with it when you enter Divinity or Wrath or whatever. I like it. We've kind of got that feeling already with Reach Heaven through Violence, so Sands of Time kind of plays into that. Plus, we just got a 10 strength flex spot, so if we wait until Sands of Time costs 0 and Through Violence is in hand and enter Wrath mode, we can put up some pretty ridiculous numbers with quick Sands of Time. I dig it. Losing 24 max HP or 24 HP is not something I'm super excited about doing right now. We're forced into an elite in a second. I was hoping to lose my curse at this shop. It's like the whole reason we went on this path, but it looks like I have to gain another curse right before it. And a curse that's worse. Oh wait, no, we lost the other curse. So we can take this curse and get rid of it for 50 gold. I think I would pay 50 gold to heal for 24. Actually, we're at 55 health. We're not low. So maybe we're fine for this elite. I think not, though. I think that elite can be like Book of Stabbing, and we have trouble scaling against Book of Stabbing. We don't have like basically any offensive scaling, although Sands of Time is nice. I guess Sands of Time is scaling because if you want to categorize it as either front-loaded or scaling, it's definitely not front-loaded, right? It's definitely scaling of the two of those, but it doesn't actually like scale up. It just always does 20 damage. It sort of scales down in terms of cost. We could take a second flex spot and go up 20 strength in one turn, which is fun. And then buy Ragnarok and do 25 times 5 to somebody. I guess it's 26 times 5. Okay, we're definitely card removing. Let's do that now. This curse is not a fun one. It's no normality though. That's true. We could buy Pen Nib. Pen Nib, Flex Spot, Ragnarok. I don't think we can afford all of that. Almost though. Yeah, I guess we're like 23 short or something. If it is Book of Stabbing, and that's what we're worried about, there is a 6 Thorns potion here. If we're more worried about Slavers, Blockpot can help us survive turn 1 while we're setting up. And if we're more worried about Gremlin Leader, Flexbot can help us knock down some Gremlins, or just end the fight. I think Liquid Bronze is a pretty good alternative because it's amazing against Book of Stabbing, which I think is the scariest one, and it's also pretty good in the other ones. There's no fight where a 6 Thorns Liquid Bronze is bad. We'll probably want to buy one of these relics. It's probably Pen Nib. We did just buy a Sands of Time, and we have Reach Heaven, so and we have a bunch of small shitty attacks, so Pen Nib seems like a pretty rock star relic here. So let's go ahead and grab that. And then we can't afford either of the other 2 relics. And we probably want to buy a potion because we have Sacred Bark. And I think I've talked about this enough, so let's just go ahead and buy the potion. We could buy Empty Mind, but I don't see any reason to do that. We don't really have enough mana to buy cards like Empty Mind. Theoretically, Empty Mind doesn't cost anything because you're in Calm, but I don't really have any way of entering Calm other than a 2 mana Vigilance, which kind of deflates the value of it. We have seen a bunch of Enter Calm cards. We saw Fear No Evil. We saw the Teapot card, where you like retain and Enter Calm. But we didn't pick any of them, so they don't count. So I think we're done. Alright, Centurion Mystic. We can't afford Spirit Shield Vigilance, but we can afford Spirit Shield Third Eye, which blocks for 21. And then we take, what, 3? 2. Okay, that seems fun. I mean, you know, not a deal. We want to develop Talk to the Hand and Nirvanas in the early stages of the fight, so let's try and get that done. Why does Sands of Time cost 4? Isn't it supposed to cost 3 when you get it? I guess it does cost 4. Okay, I guess the real question is, why is this number red? Oh, I think it's just saying I can't play it. Is that all it's saying? I mean, clearly we're just playing all the cards in the hand this turn. And I played them in such a way that I don't get to see what cards look like when they're unplayable in this game. So I guess we'll never know. Alright, Nirvana. Cut through Fate, just lucky, blocks for a ton. Probably enough to block out. The fact that this 8 is green is always going to confuse me, because I have Pen Nib, so I'm always like, oh, is it 8 because of Pen Nib? But no, it's 8 because of Vajra. I don't think about this as a strength scaling deck, but technically it is. Okay, Cut Through Fate, we'll go ahead and draw that other Nirvana, and then we can develop that. Oops, almost squared it away. Alright, now we're all set up. Sands of Time is ticking down. We've got block return, we got both copies of Nirvana up. Should be good to go for this fight. We can start developing Reach Heaven and thinking about how we're ending the fight with a full Pen Nib. That's the objective now, because this deck now has a side quest. We do have to block out for 18 this turn. Let's go ahead and start with some Just Luckies. Defends are no longer good cards. Strikes are okay, but I think we can find something better. We should almost never leave the deck with 5 cards, because then we draw all of them, and then we can't scry. We have an empty deck. And I'll go ahead and develop Reach Heaven, totally violating my advice from literally the last sentence, and leaving my deck with 5 cards. Okay, so we have Pen Nib active, so we can kill Centurion here. I think we probably should do so as well. Maybe we can kill both. I think we can kill both. This is gross. So it's like 3 Violence, Eruption, Sands of Time. Yeah, I think that kills both. Oh wait, we don't want to kill both. We need one to recharge Pen Nib. Okay. Well, if we want to recharge Pen Nib, we definitely don't want an Eruption right now. So let's go ahead and Vigilance. And Third Eye. I think there should be a graphical indication that you are scrying and there are no cards in your deck. Because Nirvana does trigger when your deck is empty. I was watching it. But there's nothing that shows you that you've tried to describe it, your deck is empty. Which leads to some confusion. Okay, so we want to kill her with Pen Nib on 9. This fight can go on forever because she heals herself. But we don't want it to go on forever. We want it to go on for 6 more attacks. So we should be able to set her up to die with Sands of Time pretty easily. She's probably healing herself here. Let's see. We're going to kill her next turn, which means we want to Just Lucky so we can draw more small attacks like Just Lucky, because we only have 3 attacks left. Hey Drizzik, how's it going? I'm trying to win. Currently, we've definitely won this fight. This fight's over. We're just trying to recharge Pen Nib before the end of it. If we play Eruption, can we play a Just Lucky next turn? She's probably healing herself. So we can probably kill her with Eruption through Violence and Sands of Time and leave Pen Nib on 9. I think I like that plan. Oh, through Violence, Sands of Time is too much damage, because I'm in Eruption. But we found Just Lucky, so we get to set it up perfectly. We traded out our starting relic for Sacred Bark, so these potions are really valuable, so it really sucks to have to skip a potion here. We bought a potion at a shop so that we could do this elite fight. But unfortunate. We don't have very much energy. We only have 3 energy because we took Empty Cage. It's not. That's Toy Ornithopter. Toy Ornithopter is a common relic. This is a boss relic. So it doubles the effectiveness of potions. So this Flex Potion gives me 10 strength right now. 6 thorns. It's really powerful. We don't want Flurry of Blows. That's not the kind of deck we are. We don't want Prey. That's also not the kind of deck we are. Follow-up is interesting. I wish that follow-up drew a card as well. But I don't know if I'm willing to have a deck slot just be follow-up. The only thing it really is good with is Talk to the Hand. Talk to the Hand is important, but it feels kind of like adding a strike to the deck, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to skip here. I hate skipping potions, but I'm pretty sure... I bought Liquid Bronze to fight Book of Stabbing, so it seems stupid to get rid of it to buy a skill potion, and Flex Potion is crazy with Sacred Bark. This is probably the worst initial minion configuration, which is not fun. We're definitely going to use this because it block returns like 18 damage this turn. We probably want to get Talk to the Hand on Gremlin Leader, but we also want to kill these Gremlin Wizards as much as we can. Probably the turn is Nirvana, Cut Through Fate, Talk to the Hand. The best outcome from Cut Through Fate is that we get a Just Lucky, and then we could play a Just Lucky as well. If we get that turn and we Talk to the Hand and Cut Through Fate on different targets, which I think I want to do, then we don't get any block return. We get 4 block from the Scry. We could Flex Pot right now. And then we would kill Gremlin Wizard with Cut Through Fate, because it would do 20 extra damage, because I have Pen Nib active right now. Seems like a little bit overkill, but if I Cut Through Fate and get a Just Lucky, it doesn't do enough damage. It only does 3 damage. So I wouldn't be able to kill a Gremlin Wizard this turn. I guess we could Spirit Shield instead, but we really need to kill these Gremlin Wizards. I think I'll trust the deck to draw me a better Flex Potion turn next turn, and we'll just set up Nirvana and Talk to the Hand. This is a really dangerous turn, because we are taking 18 if we do that. Or I guess not 18, but a large number. What do you mean by managing your time? Oh, I see. You're trying to branch out into more games. Yeah, that seems fun. So my motivation for streaming is to try and build a community, and specifically I want to build a community around strategy games. So I would have to find other games that have sort of similar pacing, which is kind of weird because a lot of the roguelikes are actually like very action oriented, like Dead Cells, as you mentioned. So I don't think I would be effective at either streaming or as much developing those. I'd be better at developing them than playing them, to be frank. But I would rather be able to do both because of the sort of streaming marketing plan. Okay, so I guess we've talked enough about this. Let's Nirvana and Cut Through Fate. I'm going to Cut Through Fate the weaker one, because then if we draw a strike next turn, we can kill him. Okay, we've gotten the second Nirvana. I think developing Nirvana is probably more important than developing the Talk to the Hand. Talk to the Hand is nice, but we want to put it on the Gremlin Leader, and we can't always attack the Gremlin Leader. Like sometimes we have to attack the minions to get rid of them. So I think second Nirvana is appropriate. Sure. Okay, so he is not attacking. We can't afford Sands of Time this turn. I guess we could Sands of Time Just Lucky and kill this back wizard. And then draw a strike next turn. This guy's going to have some armor, though. Let's see, how much armor does he get? He gets 10 block. So he'll be at 16. And I absolutely have to kill him because next turn is his Hyper Beam turn. If this is the Flex Pot turn, I could kill them both with Sands of Time on the back one, Just Lucky on the front one. Still seems like a bit of a waste. I am guaranteed to get a strike next turn, so worst case scenario, I can just strike the front one with Flex Pot. I think I like that well enough. I guess let's Just Lucky first and see what we can see. Third Eye is quite nice with both of the Nirvanas up, since I might be looking at some damage from the Gremlin Leader next turn. So I'll leave that there. Okay, should be okay now. Yeah, pretty scary first turn though. I do think this is the Flex Spot turn, so I think this is Third Eye Strike Strike. I guess maybe it's Third Eye Strike Defend, and we literally only get 9 damage out of the Flex Spot. But it does block for 35, so... I guess it's not fair to think about this as blocking for 35, because otherwise I could just strike him, which does kill him. Oh, no, it doesn't. Yeah, the only way to kill him is either Reach Heaven Strike, or Flex Pot Strike. So Third Eye blocks for 8 plus 8 is 16, which we basically need to survive now that we're taking so much from Gremlin Leader. But I guess that's actually how much Flex Spot is blocking for, because if I didn't play Flex Spot, I would play Reach Heaven Strike, and just no block and take 33, whereas blocking with Third Eye blocks for 16. And I think it's okay that Flex Spot blocks for 16. That's fine. It also does 17 damage to the Gremlin Leader, which is not nothing. Or I suppose I could use it to defend here. But taking 6 damage to develop 17 damage? Actually, I don't know. 6 damage is not a ton, but we are going to be at, like, sub 20 here. So it's possible that 6 damage is the difference between dying and not dying. But if I strike, I also charge up Pen Nib a little bit, which is the way that we're planning on winning the fight. I mean, I was hoping on winning the fight with Pen Nib Flex Pot combination with like Reach Heaven or Sands of Time, but that has not been panning out. Yeah, I guess I need to block. Alright, tons of block this turn now that I don't need it at all. We'll keep the Cut Through Fate. And I guess since I have the energy, I'll just Sands of Time right now. It is better to play it for 0, obviously, but I'm not complaining about doing 21 damage. Alright, here's Talk to the Hand again. I have not seen the digital tabletop bundle. What is it? We can kill the Fat Gremlin with Reach Heaven Cut Through Fate. Killing a Fat Gremlin is pretty important, because otherwise you get weak. Reach Heaven is also nice because it gives us a tool that we might need to kill the Gremlin Wizard. It would really suck to skip Talk to the Hand the second shuffle through the deck, though, which is what I'm talking about doing. Getting no block return from my Just Luckies is pretty brutal. I think we have to do it to avoid the debuff. I'll Cut Through Fate before I Reach Heaven. It's possible that changes my plan. Cool. Let me see. Let me send you a DM first because I actually don't have them open. Um, so people were spamming me with trying to advertise. Um, um, would you mind posting something in the chat so I can see your name? I just opened it on the other view. I guess actually I can find you through your followers. Okay, there you go. Okay. So let's see. Eruption through violence triggers pen nib. And we could use that to kill Gremlin Wizard. We don't know anything that's going to be in our hand next turn, so it's a little sketchy. We could just eruption through violence on the leader, but through violence costs 0, so we'd basically just be eruptioning for nothing, just to do 10 damage. I guess it does charge pen nib as well. I kind of like doing 50 damage to the leader, though. But I hate being trapped in Wrath. I feel like getting trapped in Wrath is going to kill me. So I guess this turn is just a pass. Yikes. Alright. Yeah, we would have been trapped in Eruption. And probably would have died this turn. We're going to cut through Fate and probably through Violence. Ideally, we find Just Lucky to go with through Violence. So let's look for that. I'm going to cut through Fate on this front one because we're probably going to strike him too. We don't want either of those right now. Okay, so we've got Pen Nib active. I guess we could strike the back one. No, we need Pen Nib to kill the wizard. Which is unfortunate. But at least we get to block out this turn. Gremlin Leader is going to go up to 15 strength though, so it's getting pretty real in here. Okay, max block is Talk to the Hand, Just Lucky, and Defend. Each Just Lucky, if they're on the Talk to the Hand target, blocks for 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 8 is 14, so these block for 28 total. Plus the 6, so that's 34. Which does not make me survive. But maybe Talk to the Hand draws something. Oh wait, Talk to the Hand doesn't draw. So he's attacking for 63, and I am at 26. So I don't think I'm surviving this turn. Yeah, I guess that one Pen Nib was all I was going to get during the fight. I mean, I did trigger Pen Nib twice in this fight, but I think maybe that second one needed to be like a flex spot turn, and I needed to be hitting Gremlin Leader with Sands of Time or through Violence instead of killing a Gremlin Wizard. I guess I'll take the max block, but I don't see how it works. I guess I can kill this guy too. Let's see, it's 8 plus 8, so 16. Yeah, so it's like an exact kill on him. Okay, I guess that blocks for more because it blocks for 15 more. Is that enough? No. Okay. Darn. Next up is Ironclad. Curse for a rare relic is pretty appealing. 100 gold is also good. I generally don't like colorless cards at Meow because some of them are just bad. And honestly, none of them are like super build around. Here, let me look at all the colorless cards just to make sure I'm not missing one. I'm not going to switch the view because it's I'm just looking for like anything I'm missing. Bandage Up, no. Blind, no. Dark Shackles, no. Deep Breath, no. Discover is kind of cool, but no. Dramatic Entrance, no. They're mostly just all like nice things to have. Secret Weapon and like Secret Skill and like Impatience are the most build-aroundy ones. Panacea and I guess there's like Hand of Greed. Hand of Greed's pretty sick. Master Strategy is nice. Yeah, there's like a couple of good ones, but I definitely agree with my previous position that you should not take colorless cards from Meow unless like all the other options are really bad, maybe. Is there an early shop? There is. There's a very early shop. And it's on a pretty good route. There's no Fire Before First Elite path, so taking 3 fights in a shop before the First Elite seems like a reasonable way to power up. It does seem like we probably want to go this way. The only other way to get a non-Mega Elite is to go over here, and then you get only 1 in the act, which is probably wrong. So one of these 2 paths is the correct one. Maybe we take the 100 gold and go this way instead, so we can get a little bit of extra gold before we hit the shop. And then we take these 2 elites, and recharge with the fire, take another elite in the act. Seems reasonable. If we take the curse, we want to go this way so we can get rid of the curse, potentially. I guess we could take the curse and see what it is, and if it's not that bad, we can wait for the shop. I kind of don't like take a curse and go to a shop starts, though, because, like, you tend to sort of waste the floor, you know? Because you only have, like, when you go to an early shop like that, you only have, like, 150 or so gold, and you're going to spend 75 of it card removing the strike, or the curse, so it's, like, the only other thing you can really do is, like, buy an uncommon or a common, maybe a potion, and it's just, it's not a very efficient way to use money. You know, you want to be buying, like, big flashy relics or, like, you know, rares or powers or something. So I think I prefer, in this case, taking 100 gold versus... Rare relics are really good, though. I mean, a rare relic is better than what I'm going to get out of that 100 gold. And the curse might not be that bad, and I do have options to remove it. So I think I'm actually changing my mind. The rare relic might not be super useful, but there's a pretty good chance I can build around it. Let's take a look at the rare relics for a second. Okay, so there's like, I guess I'll switch the view. There is Birdface Urn, which is excellent. Calipers, which is difficult to use, but if you get it from Meow, you are going to be able to use it with Ironclad at least. Captain's Wheel is great. Champion's Belt is okay. It's not like super exciting. Charon's Ashes is excellent. Why is Cloak Clasp a Watcher card? That's so weird. I guess it's because Retain. Dead Branch is obviously amazing. Honestly, just a 1 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 34. A 1 in 34 chance of getting Dead Branch is almost good enough by itself. I guess it's not even 34 because some of these are like Silence and stuff. Voodoo Doll's excellent. Fossilized Helix is excellent. Yeah, okay. I think like these are so good. There's a couple of not great ones. There's like, God, what is a not great one? Gira is like kind of hard to use. Voodoo Doll, like both of these are like minor strength buffs. Almost all of them are like crazy good though. Lizard Tail like doesn't actually help you at all. It just lets you take a more aggressive route. and then die. But like Tori, Tungsten Rod, these are great stuff. Wing Boots is not super useful, so probably the worst options are like Wing Boots, Gira, and Voodoo Doll. But almost all the other ones are really good. Is Mummified Hand not rare? Mummified Hand is uncommon. Wow. It's weird that Birdface Urn is rare. Mummified Hand is uncommon. Okay, switching the view back. Hey Doof, you think Calendar's bad? I think Calendar's kind of middle of the road. I mean, if you get Calendar from Meow, it's like, okay, my solution to like Act 2 is that I block a lot. It's kind of similar to Calipers, where it's like, if you get it in the middle of Act 2, you're like, I can't use this, that's not what my deck does. But if you get it from Meow, you're like, okay, that is what my deck does. I can make that happen. Alright, so I think we're taking this, mostly because it's fun. Champion Belt is one of the worst options. Pain is also quite bad. So this is not super super exciting. So we can block by applying Vulnerable. So like all of our bashes turn into shockwaves, kind of. Alright, Pain is quite bad, and it's going to cost us a lot of life if we don't go to this right route, so let's go to the right route. Alright. We don't, in general, want to like spend a lot of our time blocking here, because Jawworm's going to scale up, and we're going to hurt ourselves with Pain. But I don't want to take 7 on turn 1, so... Do we have lethal this turn? We should. 9, 27. No, he's at 28. Rats. And if I double block, then I don't do any damage. And then we're back to Pain next turn. I mean, I'm not going to leave him at 1 and take 12. There's no point in that. I guess I could do 9 damage to him and take 7. Because Bash Strike is not 19 damage. It's 17 damage, so I'm going to have the same problem next turn if I don't do some damage. So I'm going to do some damage. Okay, so Bash Strike is lethal here. I guess we did actually block a little bit there with Champion's Belt, because we had a turn where we bashed him. Dropkick is pretty good. We definitely want to be building around Vulnerable, because we have Champion's Belt. So Dropkick is just about the best card we could have found. Let's get rid of that Pain. Skipping Feel No Pain to do a card remove. We're also skipping a Whirlwind, which is quite good. And Dropkick. But I think getting rid of Pain is pretty important. We could take Havoc, but I don't want it, so no. We want generally to do 3 fights before an Elite, because those are the easy ones, so we'll take this question mark. We'd be in really good shape if that Curse had been Voodoo Doll, because we would have had up to 3 strength now, and an extra Relic. I think we just check the max HP. Healing doesn't have much value, because we're pretty close to max. Alright, we block as much as we can and kill the little slime. Avoiding weak. Bash Strike is okay. I wish that Champion's Belt applied the same number of weak charges as you applied Vulnerable. That would be neat. Ooh, Flex Spot's nice. Wow, really great card reward screen here. Flame Barrier and Inflame in particular are excellent. Yeah, it should, yeah. Champion's Belt is a little bit weaker than it should be, I think. I think I'm leaning towards Inflame. Inflame's better against, like, Gremlin Knob, although Flame Barrier is better against Sentries. We're pretty light on damage, though, because we skipped our second card reward. Wait, is that true? This is our second card reward. I'm not sure what I skipped. I guess we didn't get a card upgrade at the shop. So we need more damage to Inflame is better in Lagavulin and Gremlin Knob fights. Flame Barrier is better in sentries, and even then, Flame Barrier is not amazing against sentries, and Inflame is fine. So I think we're going to take Inflame, but I wish I could take Flame Barrier, but I can't. Speaking of fights where Flame Barrier is good, have some louses. These louses are totally dunking on us and making us take 10 damage in the first turn. Not nice, but then we get to kill them both second turn, so that's something. We can pick up a power through here. We don't really need clothesline because champion belt is going to be our source of weak. So I think we're passing on that. I think it's either power through or skip here. I do like power through, but we don't have like any evolves or like reckless strikes or anything like that, or like true grip. Let's see, who's our boss? Slime boss. So power through is a little bit slow against slime boss. It does help on the like big attack turn, but I think we need to pick more attacks before we pick power through. So terrifyingly, I think I'm going to skip here. Are we dead against Gremlin Knob? I think we might be dead against Gremlin Knob if we skip here. I think we might be forced to take clothesline. We do have to fight 2 elites here too. We're going to be forced into it. So I think I will take clothesline. I am super unhappy about it though. Okay. Yeah, this is a nightmare. This is not going well. I don't know if we're even going to kill the outside 2 by the time it becomes their attack turn again. Maybe that was the Flexpot turn. Flexpot 3 attacks there would have done 18 plus 15, so I could have killed this front sentry. Definitely should have thought about it more. I actually think I'm going to go back and restart the fight and have that be the Flexpot turn. Sorry about that. This deck is too slow to be waiting around to get dazed to death. I think I still agree with taking 0 on turn 1 though. Oh, you're right. So it wouldn't have been lethal. So it's 18 plus 15 is 33, so he'd survive at 3. I was calculating it with the benefit of Inflame. Okay, alright, I'll do the same thing. And continue slowly losing the fight. Bash is more damage than Strike, but not by much. Alright, hopefully we can draw 3 strikes here. Nope. Clothesline is lethal with Flexpot, and it saves me 10 health. I guess it saves 7 health, because if I weaken him, he only does 7. I guess that's going to have to be it. Here's the Flexpot turn that wasn't. I think, okay, so we can do 24 to the back one, and then have 0 out of killing him next turn. So I think we want to hit the front one, and maybe we can kill him before the next time he comes around. We're not going to make it out of Act 1. We're forced into another elite after this fight. There's no way. Yeah. There go my defense. Need those next turn. Brutal. Wow. That's one of the shortest possible Slay the Spire runs. Whew boy. 100 gold I like quite a bit here. I am okay with trading out Silence starting relic if there's no early shop. There is an early shop if we're willing to go left. Left is a 2 elite route. This particular configuration of elites is pretty rough for Silent, though. Silent is not taking... yeah, I don't love it either. I talked myself into it, though, because the rare relics are really good. We rolled kind of a weak rare relic. I think it's pretty okay to take high variance picks, because you don't win Ascension 20 100% of the time. Particularly on Ironclad. I think Ironclad probably has the lowest win percentage of any class on Ascension 20. I think for me personally, I would win like less than 10% of my Ascension 20 Ironclad runs. So taking a big swing at Niao, I think is pretty reasonable, because if you get something really good, right? If you get like a magic flower or something, right? If you get a bird-faced urn, or an old coin, or a shovel, even tungsten rod, right? Like, there's a bunch of options where it's just like, okay, my win percentage just went from 10% to like 40. Like, it's hard to lose this run now. I still can, for sure, but it's like way better. And I think it's absolutely worth taking that shot. This is a totally different run, though. I think this left route is probably not survivable. These 3 hallway fights are going to take like 10 to 20 health from Silent. And so we'd be walking into this elite fight with, 40 health, which is fine. We'd probably beat Gremlin Knob, but we could be at like 10 after that elite fight, or like less. And then we'd be like either taking 2 more hallways so that we can have the opportunity to take 2 more hallways before our first fire. That definitely doesn't seem like we started. Or we take an elite instead, which is not easier. So I don't think that route is correct, and therefore I don't think this option is correct. Because I don't want to take 100 gold and then wait until here to spend it, or there. That's we need that. We need the benefit from this thing right now. Transform a card is pretty weak. Obviously, you can transform a card into Wraith form, but you can also transform a card into Tactics. And you need the early damage, so I don't want to remove cards either through transforming them or through paying 6 max HP, which I need. So I think we're taking the random boss relic this time, just because these options are all terrible. Normally 100 gold is great, but we can't use it. It's possible one of these is a shop, but it's pretty unlikely. It's like 2% plus 4% plus 6%, and we'd have to take this weird route where we skip a fire to get there, and it's still only 12%. So I'll take a boss relic. Oh boy. Okay, so we can't rest. So we have to be mega conservative with our routing, and fires mean nothing. I mean, fires are upgrades, so that's nice, but... yeah, this is... So we probably just want to take, like, 0 elites. Question marks are good. Question marks heal you sometimes. So I guess let's take these 2 question marks and see where we are. Maybe we take this fire, or maybe we take another question mark. Oh boy. Great start. 4 energy, 20 block. Excellent. 4 energy does make us extremely strong. So maybe we're just ahead enough that we don't care. But maybe we only draw our blocks when he's not attacking, and we die to Jawworm. So it's normally, so you get 24 damage. Yeah, okay. It's normally 18 when you get all your strikes, but we have an extra energy here. Hi, Proud Pancake. Not too much is up. I am doing Ascension 20, rotating through. I just had one of the shortest possible runs. I had an Ironclad where we took a rare relic and a curse. The rare relic was bad, and we died to the first elite we fought. So we fought 3 enemies and then died. I was like, wow, This run, we traded out, our Neo options were also terrible, so we traded out our starting relic for a Coffee Dripper. And thanks for following, appreciate it. So now we've got a Coffee Dripper, which is great, but I mean, the 4 energy is great. Not being able to rest is problematic. So we're currently still at the beginning of this run. That was just our floor 1. But we did get to floor 1 with 0 HP loss against the Jawworm, which is not normally something Silent can do. So I think we're taking Bouncing Flask here, because Bouncing Flask is excellent, and we have extra mana. Those were all reasonable picks, though. Even Acrobatics is like, if you have extra energy, why not? We can play the whole hand, so we might as well do that. I guess I'll kill this front one. I guess I don't have to play the whole hand. We're blocking out and doing 12. Early hallway fights are easy with Silent. Just play all the cards, and a good fight. Colorless Potion's cool. All attack is quite nice. Backflip helps us spend our energy and prevents blocks so that we don't need to rest. Or prevents damage so we don't need to rest. We already have 1 skill, which is sort of 1 too many against Gremlin Knob, but I don't know if we're fighting Gremlin Knob. We might just... Maybe the path is like we go to this fire and then we fight 1 elite here, and then like we can choose when we're here if we want another one. I guess if we choose not to fight this elite, though, we would end up doing shop, fight, shop, which is terrible. I think we have to at least get strong enough to fight 2 elites, though. So let's plan on going this middle route and taking this sort of middle act shop. We should have around like 250 gold by the time we get there. It's pretty reasonable. All that being said, we do need to plan to fight elites. Bouncing Flask is dangerous against Act 1 elites because it's bad against sentries and it's bad against Gremlin Knob. It's pretty much only good against Lagavulin. It is extremely good against Lagavulin, but bad against the other 2. So I don't want to take Backflip because that has kind of the same property where it's like it's good against sentries, but bad against the other 2. So I think I'll take all-out attack, which also helps in hallway fights. We care a lot about health, but we are forcing ourselves into this shop later. And we need to get strong, so let's take the money. 11 is a lot of health, though. We're only losing 53 gold. What we really need to get out of this shop is a way to fight this elite. So that might just be like a potion and a card instead of a relic. So I think I'll just leave the gold. It feels bad, but we need the health. Or I could have just healed the health right here. I guess I'll remove a strike. It feels bad because I'm going to fight Gremlin Knob now that I've removed a strike, but we'll see. Alright, we can block out with these 2 and break both louses. We've not lost a single hit point to hallway fights. And we've done all 3 of our easy ones. Pretty crazy. Alright, we've got 2 potions. I think we're desperate enough for damage that we'll take a quick slash. It's slightly better than normal with the extra energy, so. The game has not changed much. There have been some sort of minor balancy things. For example, Ghost in a Jar is now a silent-only potion. They did add a bunch of potions. They added a bunch of relics as well, most of which are, or some of which are Watcher-specific, but a lot of which aren't. Our last good run, we traded out our starting relic for Sacred Bark, which is one of the new ones, which doubles the effect of your potions. Yes, Calling Bell got a massive buff. We can't rest, so we'll Smith. And I think Bouncing Flask gets it. All-out attack is also nice. I think I'll take all-out attack. All-out attack is good in all the elite fights, so Alright, here we go. It's Gremlin Knob. Oh, but we got Bouncing Flask on turn 1, which is excellent. Do we have a colorless potion right here? I think no. I think we wait on colorless potion. Let's start with Quick Slash, see what we get. We're just using all the attacks, so we'll all attack last so we don't lose a strike. Hey, that was the best outcome. Alright, first damage in the run. Gremlin Knob gets in there. 14 plus 6 is 20, so he would survive at 2. So I think instead of striking, I will just do damage to him next turn, and I'll plan on all attacking Survivor double defend. But that depends on either Survivor or all-out attack hitting... oh wait, I can choose with Survivor, so I'll Survivor away the strike. Double defend and all-out attack. I'm going to find a way to die to Gremlin Knob here. That would be pretty funny. Poison Sap's pretty good. We already have a source of poison, so Bane is technically active. Let's see, who's our boss? Slime Boss. Okay, I think I'll take Poison Stab. Poison is not amazing against Slime Boss, but it's also hard to have Bouncing Flask proc Bane against Slime Boss, so... sorry, what do you mean by HOG? Oh, Hand of Gold, yeah. Could we have gotten a turn earlier kill? I guess we could have, yeah. Take Poison Stuff. Uh-oh. I guess we'll take a look. I don't think we want to spend any of these, at least because we have Maw Bank. Does our pathing change? I guess we can't avoid this shop now. Are we taking 2 useless shops in a row? Yeah, we're definitely skipping this shop. This shop's terrible. Whetstone's nice. Ooh, Poison Stab upgrade, wow. We could dodge the shop and take a Mega Elite. It's not crazy. We are then forced into another shop, though. So we're not dodging it for long. We do have 2 potions. I think I'd just rather take another useless potion and go to this Elite. This hurts. We could take a dash. We could do like dash Deadly Poison. It's guaranteed to not be Gremlin Knob. The greedy thing to do is just pass this shop and keep our Maw Bank stacking. We can't buy any of the relics. So I think I do just keep Maw Bank going. We're still kind of strong because of Copy Dripper. So I think we'll survive the Elite without this. We might not survive Slime Boss, though. We're not really strong enough to fight Slime Boss. Also, we have 3 hallway fights here, and any health loss is permanent. Yeah, I think maybe we need to spend the money right now. And Dash is going to defend us for a lot. Dash is also good because it costs 2 and we're a 4 energy deck already. Okay, alright. I think I've talked myself into Dash. Maw Bank is unfortunate, but nothing you can do about that. Sometimes it happens. And I do think we buy Deadly Poison, right? It's either Deadly Poison or like... I guess our potion slots are full, so that would be an inefficient use of money. Okay. We'll Quick Slash first. And then Dash Defend blocks out. We'll go ahead and poison the one who is buffing himself. And then kill the other one and set this one up to die. Second copy is Quick Slash. I don't really like Quick Slash as a card. If we had like Kunai or something, I'd be into it, but We don't, so I think we skip here. Yeah, I'm not taking a third shop in this act, so I'm taking this elite. Also, the fire's not very useful because we can't rest, but we're probably gonna die. This is probably the best outcome, though. All right, I think we're waiting on Bouncing Flask. Hopefully, Bouncing Flask and Deadly Poison, but you never know. That's not Bouncing Flask. That's Bouncing Flask. Bouncing Flask, Deadly Poison, and Poison Stab. Beyond my wildest dreams. Alright, Neutralize is great. Let's go ahead and Colorless Potion. I guess let's Quick Slash first, see what's up. Alright, let's see what's in the box. Good Instincts, Double Defend blocks out. I think that's the primary thing we want here. Just because Health Loss is permanent, blocking out's really nice. Also, he's got a ton of poison, so we win the fight if we can just last. Probably Dash Survivor Poison Stab here. Does much damage, almost blocks out. Seems really efficient. And he's dead next turn. So we took 2 to Logva 1. Pretty nice fight. Okay. None of these are any good. I guess I'll take... well, we already got an upgraded all-out attack, so we really don't need Dagger Spray. It's good against birds, but like so is Caltrops, and Caltrops is good against the heart too. But Caltrops is useless against Slime Boss, and that's our that's the main problem we're trying to solve right now. So it's pretty tough to have another card reward with nothing in it. We really don't have enough damage either. I do like Poison against Slime Boss. We kind of need like Catalyst. I think we already saw Spinning Top at a shop too, so Concentrate has no potential of ever being good, basically. I think it's Caltrops or Skip, and I'm leaning towards Skip. I guess there are hallway fights where Caltrops is good too. Yeah, I think I'm skipping. I guess it's Bouncing Flask, Poison Stab, all-out attack. I guess I'll all-out attack first. It's better at blocking. If it misses Poison Stab, it's not a big deal. Yeah, okay. I guess we win anyway. I didn't do the math. Burst is really nice. I think I'll take a Burst, sure. I mean, we need the Backstab to kill Slime Boss, but Burst is a way better card. All right. I think we Bouncing Flask and Pray. I'm not sure what we're praying for exactly, but we're praying. It seems fine. We can kill the Louse with Poison Stab, which blocks for more than Defend. So I'll do that. And then I'll Survivor. So we're taking 5 here. I wouldn't be tremendously upset if we showed up at the Slime Boss at 25, so as long as we can hold it there, I think we might survive. Uh-oh. Bash being useless. Or Burst being useless. Whatever, we won. There's another copy of Caltrops. It really wants to get in the deck. But I skipped it before. I think I won't take Caltrops until Act 2. I want to see what my boss relic is first. We need to defend against the big attack for Slime Boss. We have to block it the first time. I think we're probably going to upgrade Neutralize so that we have more weak uptime. but backflip also helps us draw that neutralize and helps us block on that turn. It's also just a good card. And we have burst. Burst plus backflip is pretty nice. Because once burst gets upgraded, you like burst plus into backflip, and then it finds you the thing that you use the other half of burst on. I think we need backflip more than we need another deadly poison, but I think they're both better than skip. Okay, Coffee Dripper is kind of nice because normally I'd be like, can I afford to smith here? I don't know, it's kind of greedy, but now I just have to. There's no choice. Just do it. Don't even think. Yeah, I said I was going to do neutralize, and I think I'm going to. Yeah, there is a possibility this is like a 6 energy deck. So definitely going to burst deadly poison here, and then I guess get in a little bit of extra damage. I could just skip damage here. It's possible that we just want to get up as much poison as we can until he's down to 76, and then do damage. I think I like that. It feels wrong to skip all out attack though, because it's like a lot of the damage in the deck. Okay, he's already at 10 poison. We're going to get him next. We're going to probably play all of the poison cards when we see them. So in the next 3 turns, we're going to play 4 plus 9 more poison, so 13 more poison. So let's say on average, over the next 3 turns, he's taking... let's add 10 to his current poison. So if he's taking 20, 19, let's say he's taking 15 4 times. So that's 60 damage. So he'd be at 90, and then we want to break him before he attacks again. And his sequence is shuffle cards, attack, and then is it shuffle cards, attack again? It seems like he'd be attacking too fast. I feel like he does. Okay, all right. I guess I'm looking it up. I think it's like a 3-turn sequence, but I can't remember what the other thing in the sequence is. Oh, right. So he has a preparing in which he does nothing. Okay. Okay, so it's going to be shuffle, prepare, attack. Okay. So if he's doing shuffle, prepare, attack, that's fine. And then he's going to shuffle, prepare, attack again. So we have to break him before the 6th turn. So if he's taking 6 turns of poison, and we have those 6 turns have to do 75 damage, I think we don't all-out attack because we're already up to 10 poison. It's only going to get higher, and it only needs to be up to 15 to do that much damage over the course of those 6 turns. So we're going to skip all damage. All right, see you later, Doof. Thanks for coming. We're not going to skip neutralize, though, because this is the best turn for it, so we'll do that. All right. I think I'm actually going to not backflip. Oh, wait, no, I do want to backflip. I want to backflip so that I shuffle sooner and get back to my poison. But I was considering defending instead. We're probably only playing 1 defensive card because we're currently surviving, and surviving is really the only goal. We're trying to survive and pop him as low as possible so that we can use damage to pop the smaller slimes. Is Poison Stab over Defend wrong here? Saves 5 health. No, I think we need to Poison Stab to make sure he breaks before next time around. Alright, he's really close to the line right now, actually. So he's going to go to 78 after this turn. We need to make sure we don't do any damage this turn, for sure. Unfortunately, Burst is missing here. Alright, so this is the damage turn. I think I'm going to drink the Strength Potion. And then probably drink the Attack Potion too, and play them all. Alright. Eviscerate's really nice. Choke is also damage. So Eviscerate does 18. Choke does 12 plus 3 times 3 is 9, so it does 21. So Choke does more damage, and it's better later in the fight. Dash also does 10 damage, so it's no slouch. but I think I like choke better, just because I purely want damage. I'll go ahead and slime before all out attack, so I get a little bit of value out of that. Cool, we got him. No split for you. You're dead. Okay, these are all great. Okay, we maybe need to alchemize. Alchemize gives us healing, which we're missing with Coffee Dripper. Malaise is super good against lots of stuff, not limited to Book of Stabbing, but Book of Stabbing is something I'm thinking a lot about. We also might get an Energy Relic and end up being a 5 energy deck, in which case Malaise is great. But I think Alchemize fixes what the deck is worst at, which is taking a little bit of chip damage every floor until we die. Obviously, if any of these was Wraith form, that would probably be the best, but none of them is, so Alchemize. Okay, 2 energy relics, or shivs, what? Oh hey, did they buff this? I thought it was 3 additional damage. I don't think I can afford Busted Crown, because we have to find a Catalyst, and we don't have it yet. So I think it's Curse Scheme. If we want to be a 5 energy deck, we could skip, but I don't think I like that. Alright, back up to 50, new lease on life. We have 150 gold, so we probably don't want one of these early shops. We want to take question marks so that we can avoid fights where we lose health. But we can take these 2 elites with fires in the middle. Obviously we don't heal at the fires, so it's not like they're amazing. Then we take more question marks into late shop. I think I like that route quite a bit. Drat. We need to get this burst upgraded. It's super good to be a 5 energy deck with burst. We're playing everything in the hand this turn. The real question is, does burst go on a defend or a deadly poison? I think it goes on deadly poison. You don't win this fight by sitting around defending yourself. Alright, we're taking 11. Alright, so he's at 29, he takes 14 from this, so he's dead to strike. So we'll strike him, neutralize this guy, defend, and take 3. Alright, Alchemize is our side quest. But if we do that, we can't defend this turn. I guess Quick Slash could draw us something that defends. So let's Quick Slash and see. Dash defends. So we can dash Survivor Alchemize this turn. He'd be at 16, and we would not kill him next turn. So maybe like dash Poison Stab Alchemize, take 3, and set him up to die. Okay, let's see what's in Alchemize first. Cultist Potion. Pretty useless in this fate. Alright, got a gold back. These are bad. Bane's kind of okay, but we've got a bunch of damage. We just need to find more blocks so that we're taking less damage. I don't think we can afford to be frail, but we can afford to pay for a relic for sure. Ooh, so nice. Horncleat is great. We can burst Alchemize. That's kind of cool. Neutralize blocks out this turn. We probably want to burst Deadly Poison. Burst Alchemize is cute, but we need to win this fight before we lose it. Let's Alchemize first, see what the potion is. Colorless. I'll do it on the one with the most health, so it has the most time to do damage. And then this one's also threatening. I guess I'll put the damage on the same one. So he's dead next turn. If we want a Cultist Potion, we want to do it now, but I don't think Cultist Potion is really very good in this fight. So I'll wait on potions. Alright, we are already blocked out this turn. So let's backflip and find some more stuff to do. I guess strikes are okay, sure. So we have only 10 block, so we should try to kill one of them. Probably this one. I guess let's Bouncing Flask and see where it hits. Bouncing Flask is super efficient in this fight. So we have to do 13 damage to him. That does 4, so we need to do 9 more. This does not do 9, it does 7. Alright, I guess we're just taking a bunch of damage this turn. Oh wait, we could... it's too late now. We could go get Dash, but... I guess let's Colorless Potion and see what's happening. Yikes, okay. The bomb. If we'd done that on turn 1, it'd be pretty good. All-out attack kills him, so we'll just triple strike the other one, then knock him down. Well, this is terrible. We're skipping these. We're 5 energy deck. We're not taking Slice. We don't have any discard synergy, so Reflex is terrible. And Blade Dance is just bad. Alright, hopefully these question marks heal us. I guess we could go to a shop. Yeah, okay. I mean, we need something to turn the game around. Maybe this has like a bird face urn or something that heals us. Blood Phial. I'll try it. Singing Bowl kind of heals. It heals after the fight, not before, but it's kind of like a Blood Phial a little bit. I do think we have to go to the shop now, though. Writhe is not terrible, but for a 5 energy deck, having an empty spot in your hand is pretty costly. Noxious Fumes. Noxious Fumes is good. I think I'm pretty happy with removing Writhe. Trying to slip through the floor unnoticed. I think we need to upgrade that burst more than anything else. Alright. This is probably the easiest set of minions. Maybe 2 shield gremlins, I guess, but we can already do 14 damage to the sneaky gremlin. And then let's alchemize. We're going to drink the Cultist Potion for sure. All-out attack is probably going to kill this guy eventually, so we'll just strike him once. And then get a little bit of damage in. Excellent turn for Horned Cleat, thank you. So we need to block for 33. Oh, I had Burst in my hand. Oh wait, no I didn't. I drew it with... So let's Burst Defend, which blocks for 29. And then Deadly Poison. And Poison Stab. Poison is pretty good against Gremlin Leader. I guess I'll dash the Shield Gremlin just to make sure all the poison lands on Gremlin Leader. Alright, this is a perfect turn for all-out attack. Look at that, 17 damage. Yeah, let's drink a cultist potion every fight. Blue Candle. Pretty bad in a deck that has no ability to heal at fires. I'm at 12, so max HP gives me an additional 16% health, which is nice. Backstab is kind of a good card, but it also costs 0, and I have 5 energy, so I don't really need that kind of card. So I'll take the max HP. Continuing to try to sneak through the floor. I think the Bouncing Flask upgrade is pretty good. How are we beating Slavers and Book of Stabbing, though, is the question, because one of those is next. I don't know which one, but it seems like we'd probably lose to both. We do have some pretty good potions, though. I think we Duplication Potion on Bouncing Flask, or we Burst on Bouncing Flask. And that's how we beat at least Book of Stabbing. I don't know how we beat Slavers. Do we take a Curse? We have to open at least one because we're going to fight the Heart. But we could open one later and not take a Curse. But maybe this one has a really good relic in it. It helps us win. I don't know. Injury is not too bad. Gambling Chip is great. Okay. Here's Slavers, though. Okay, so we're looking for none of these. We're looking for All-Out Attack, Bouncing Flask, and Burst. Okay. We got Burst and Bouncing Flask. We also got Survivor, so we got some extra block. We don't need to use the Duplication Potion. Or there's no point to using it. Excellent. Just spread it all around. Not on any particular target. That's perfect. Great job. I guess we could use the... No, like the best outcome is like backflip. So I don't think it's worth wasting the Gambler's Brew here. So I'll strike before Survivor because there's 2 copies of Survivor coming up. And we died. Okay, well, that's that run. I don't know. I was expecting it to die in Act 1, so I'm pretty pleased that I managed to make it that far. Alright, let's please not have to trade out our starting relic again. This one's really good. Random rare card, max HP plus 7, Curse for a random rare relic, our favorite, or random boss relic. There's no way we're doing random boss relic. Is there an early shop? There is an early shop. Although this pathing is really weird. Having one starting point is super weird. And then, like, if we take this shop, we're forced into another shop, almost. Like, I guess we could avoid it going this way, but we basically have to take 4 hallway fights before the first elite. We're, like, almost forced into this elite, too. Pretty weird path. We can get 3 elites in the act. All the question marks are over here for some reason. None down here. Yeah, I think we'll target 3 elites. Who knows what we'll end up doing once we're up here. It's possible we just take 4 question marks in a row and get no card awards. Alright, so let's do the rare relic and get rid of the curse here if we need to, and then we can take 4 fights in elite, a fire, and then who knows after that. Alright, so emotion chip is pretty good. It's a bit tricky to use. I think I'll leave Parasite in the deck. I'm not super excited to get rid of my own max HP. There's no choice here. I have to do that one. Dual Cast can kill him. That's the only way to block out. Or it's not the only way, but it's the most likely way. Okay. And I'll kill you next turn. Good fight. First card reward, Streamline is pretty good. These cards are all good. I think I need to take Streamline because we're on kind of an aggressive path where we have to do a lot of hallway fights. And Streamline is pretty good at hallway fights, much better than Cool-Headed. Self-Repair is also quite good at hallway fights, though. It's hard for... yeah, I mean, Defect doesn't have any built-in healing, so if I'm planning on doing a lot of fights, Self-Repair is great. But there's going to be a lot of fires in this act, and I need to get some damage for Slime Boss, so we'll take Streamline. Alright, I guess I'll Streamline. We don't get to block out here. Oh, we do. Blocking out with Murder. Reinforced Body is great. Static Discharge is actually pretty interesting, because we have Emotion Chip, so we kind of want to take damage, and Static Discharge also procs on taking damage. What a weird synergy. So if we take, like, against the heart, we can take, like, 1 times 15, get 15 lightning orbs, and then trigger them all at the beginning of the turn. Pretty wacky strategy. I guess if that's the plan, then we would want to, like, become a vampire or a ghost or something, so that we can either take very small amounts of damage or, like, heal them very aggressively. All that being said, Reinforced Body is just great. So I think I'll just pick that one. But it's cool that this synergy exists, I guess. We don't have very much block. We could Skill Potion to save 7 HP here. Let's give it a shot. These are terrible. I guess I'll Overclock. I'm not even sure what I was looking for, but Streamline Defend, sure. Emotion Chip setting up lethal, thank you. Cool-Headed's nice. I like to find at least one source of Frost Orbs in Act 1. Cool-Headed is that. Okay. Yeah, it's good with Streamline too, because it can help us cycle back to it. It's good with Parasite, because we can draw through the useless card. Sure. Obviously, good with Parasite's sort of a subjective term. We'll take 3 and trigger Emotion Chip. Let's see, so we're doing 6 this turn, which puts him down to 52. Yeah, we definitely have more room here before the split. Streamline splits him. But if we don't split him, we're going to take 3 damage. Let's see, if we take 3 damage, then he takes these lightning orbs 3 times, so he takes 18. And we get to set him up next to do more damage next turn. Yeah, I think I like that. I'll take 3 to get a better split on this. Let's see, what would the split be with this? It does 21 damage, so he'd be at 24. 24 is kind of bad. Great split. Yeah, that was definitely worth the 3 health. Good fight. Okay, well there's another source of Frost Orbs. But I think I'm going to take my first AoE thing. I do like Glacier though. It's quite a good card. We don't have any orb slots or focus, so I don't want to go too deep into that until we see some synergy. Because by itself, Glacier is kind of expensive and doesn't block for like that much. Like if you compare to like Flame Barrier, you know, for Ironclad blocks for 12 and gives like really cool block return, is like weirdly good against the heart. Glacier doesn't do any of that. It like kind of gives you more block later, but I already have a source of frost orbs, so I'm not like desperate for Glacier. It's crazy good with Blizzard, obviously, but I don't have Blizzard either. So yeah, I think Sweeping Beam's the pick. All right, do we go to the store? We're doing another hard hallway fight. I think I'm down for another hard hallway fight. We're at 51. We did a great job of surviving that hallway fight, so yeah, the store's kind of a waste of time. We're not getting a relic. We don't have enough money. Yeah, hard hallway fights are kind of hard, though. So I would like to develop Streamline, and I would like to develop Zap. But if we do that, we take 18, which is kind of too much. But the minimum we take is 13. So the lines are either Streamline Defend, Zap Strike Defend, or Streamline Zap. Or we could pop our draw potion. I'm not sure what would be good to draw them. I think Streamline Zap is the lowest damage we can take in the fight. Blocking for 5 is just doesn't do as much as developing a Zap, because we're triggering this orb again with Emotion Chip no matter what we do. So we might as well develop it early. And we need to Streamline so that we can end the fight later. It hurts though. Those are really good orb targets. Dual Cast can now kill Laos. And it did. Yeah, I think that was the right choice. It's pretty low damage overall in the fight, even though it felt bad to take so much of it all at once. Just kidding, we're not winning this turn. But I think we can probably walk out. Cold Snap's nice. I like to take attacks. I need to do more damage. It's an extra source of Frost Orbs. We can take Hologram to get back Streamline. I like Hologram quite a bit. We do already have a source of Frost Orbs. We're about to find an Elite though, and that Elite can be Gremlin Nub, and if it's Gremlin Nub, I don't want to be hologramming. So I'll take Cold Snap. There he is, Gremlin Nub. Yeah, imagine if this was a hologram. I would feel really stupid. Emotion Chip's pretty good against Gremlin Nub, because he's going to hit us for 8, and then trigger the Frost Orb. I'm going to Swift Potion here. I need to find... oh, wow. I was hoping to find either Streamline or Zap. Somehow I found neither. I guess I can still Sweeping Beam. Yikes. I don't think I'm playing Cool-Headed. It only blocks for 2, and it gives him 3 strength, so it's kind of dangerous. Yeah, that was brutal, right? What the hell? I guess next turn will be good, but I really wanted to get that Lightning Orb down. I was hoping for Zap on turn 1, but Streamline didn't even make it into the first shuffle. Alright, Emotion Chip is helping us survive here, triggering on the Frost Orb again. We have to Streamline to get enough damage. I think we're counting on Dual Cast to kill him next turn. Zap does 3 more damage than Strike, but I really don't want to give him extra strength. So I'll do Strike. Let's see. If I Strike, then Lightning goes off at the beginning of my turn, so we've done 9 total damage. And then 16 from Dual Cast, so 25, and then I have to find 7 more damage. 7 is kind of an inconvenient number because it's 2 attacks instead of 1. So if I did do Zap, I would do 3 additional damage at the end of the turn. Oh wait, it's not 7 damage because I wasn't counting the original Lightning Orb damage. So it's only 4 damage. So I think this is okay. So I have to find Dual Cast and an attack next turn. But that should be possible, right? Yeah, okay, great. Whew. We took his horn. I don't think if I've ever killed Gremlin Knob and taken his horn. But that's what we're doing. Second streamline's okay. Yeah, we do have a fire right after this though, so. A lot of frost orbs being thrown at us this run, but frost orbs just like aren't very good against slime boss. And we don't have any focus or orb slot synergy, so we don't have anything to multiply with them. I don't want to take a claw. Second streamline though is so weak in Act 2. Like it's okay in Act 1, but I wish streamline worked like claw and streamline reduced the cost of all streamlines by 1. That'd be kind of fun. Do I have to take claw here? I don't know if the deck can support 2 streamlines. I think I don't need the damage that badly. I think if I skip claw, I'll still find like a lightning strike or something. Maybe I take Glacier over skip? Yeah, I think I will take Glacier over skip, just because we already did the Gremlin Knob fight, and Glacier's pretty good against sentries. Yeah, I guess it's okay against Lagavulin too. Alright, we need to heal up here, obviously. I think we're going to try and take some question marks to preserve life. We could just go question marks all the way. But I think we probably want this elite. I don't know if we can survive this path, but... I guess we'll decide after this chest. Ooh, heal 23. Okay, we definitely can survive that. Okay, great. Strike dummy. I mean... I don't know. Yeah, it's good against slime boss, sure. If we take this, it forces us into an elite, and then we're on kind of a hard path either way. But we're at 51, and I think it's reasonable. Okay, let's go ahead and develop Streamline and Defend. I don't want to take too much damage, but I do need to get that Streamline in. I want to Glacier and Zap, but I want to have 2 Lightning Orbs, so I can't really do that. I think I Zap Strike Reinforced Body, which intentionally doesn't block, so I take 4 and both the Zaps go off again. Oh my god. Gotten a lot of robocalls today. This is a pretty early genetic algorithm. I think that's good enough. I'll take that. So now the question is, if I go to a fight, I can proc genetic algorithm, whereas if I go to a question mark, I can't. I think I'll do a fight. Fight and then an elite, though? I guess I'll do a question mark to try and save health for the elite. Alright, I'd rather take the gold than remove a card. Alright, should be able to get a couple of orbs up before we awaken. Well, this is a pretty great wake up. We get to develop Streamline and get a Frost Orb. Great. I guess I did forget about the extra damage from Strike. It might have done more than Cold Snap there. I mean, it definitely did more damage than Cold Snap. Alright, we'll do the side quest. And then I think we're going to double Strike, just because Strikes are so much stronger than Defend with Strike Dummy. This is kind of silly because he's gonna hit us and like do damage. So our orbs are gonna proc. So I want those to be lightning orbs because next turn he's not attacking. So there's no point in having extra armor. But then all of my cards evoke my lightning orbs. I guess the solution is Potion of Capacity. Okay, so we're currently blocking for 8. I'll block for 15. Take 5, proc all the orbs. It looks like I'll be able to kill him next turn. So I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah. Symbiotic virus. So barrage is extra good because we just got symbiotic virus. So we start with 2 orbs. We also have a lot of source of cold orbs. Symbiotic virus is best when you like don't have a lot of orb generation, and we kind of do have a lot of orb generation, so that's kind of unfortunate. We really need to find a capacitor, basically. I guess I'll take the barrage and hope we find a capacitor later. We're going to go to this fire. I think we'll rest because none of our upgrades are insane. Let's see. What's the upgrade for, like, genetic algorithm? We don't really need to increase the scaling. It'll get up to a big number eventually. Streamline is the main source of our damage, so we can do that. We never did find that lightning orb. Barrage will probably be the main source of our damage later. Reinforced body is really nice if we happen to draw it on the big attack turn. But we could be going back to Gremlin Knob fight here, so I think we need to rest. Sweeping Beam is quite nice in this fight. Sure. Oh man. Emotion Chip with Symbiotic Virus is crazy. That's really nice. Okay, so I definitely want to take damage this turn, but not too much. Alright, so we can already block for 21, so we can afford to spend 1 energy. I think that energy is probably going to be on a zap. Yeah, dual cast is kind of... Well, I guess we're not triggering Emotion Chip this turn, huh? If we're blocking for... Well, wait. So if we're blocking for 14 instead of 21, then we're going to block for a total of 18, so we will proc Emotion Chip. So we want to have 3 orbs up. So I think the point of Zap is to evoke this once and keep the lightning orb up, and then later we can dual cast the dark orb. Oh wait, I could just Zap and dual cast to kill the front guy. But later dual cast would kill 2 of them? So if I Zap dual cast Reinforced Body, I block for 7 plus 4, so I block out. Yeah, I guess I'll kill this front guy because later, if we like Glacier, it's pretty easy to stall this fight out. You know what I can do? I can Explosive Potion, which is both good in the fight and lets me do 18 damage to this one, which is pretty nice. Okay. Wow, 8 curses. Oh my goodness. Oops, that's not great. Maybe I should have Lightning Orbed before I Explosive Potioned. I didn't think about the card draw. So now if I Reinforce Body, I actually block out. So I guess I'll defend and take 9. Or take 1 to trigger a Lightning Orb. Alright, Streamline Strike kills, so I should probably do that. And then Barrage kills, cool. I guess that, I guess I should have not taken that 1 damage, because from a score perspective, that would have been a perfect fight if I didn't do that. Rip and Tear is pretty good. I don't really need a second copy of Reinforced Body, although I do really, like, this deck is a genetic algorithm deck, so having like a couple of big burst block things is pretty nice with Reinforced Body. I would kind of need to find like Chemical X though. Oh man, Voodoo Doll and 3 curses. Wow, Voodoo Doll with 8 curses. I've never lived that dream. That's pretty fun. Um, it's tough to kill the heart with shivs though. You really need like kunai or something. Because you can't just burst down the heart, right? Like no matter what you do. Let's see. Do I need more damage against the slime boss? We've got Streamline and Barrage. Yeah, I think I need more damage. Okay, Rip and Tear then. Oh, Ornamental Fan. Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, you need a little bit more than that, but not much. Yeah, you can make up for the rest of it with cards, right? Like Ornamental Fan sort of offsets the beat of the heart, at least mostly. Caltrops is okay. I mean, Caltrops is like a second source of damage, right? If you've got 8 strength, you don't really need extra Caltrops damage. I think we could survive the heart here. And I think we need to upgrade our damage, so we're going to upgrade Streamline. I guess upgrading Rip and Tear is good too. Rip and Tear goes from 14 to 18, whereas Streamline goes from 15 to 20. Pretty similar. I guess I'll take Streamline because I can target it and it'll cost 0 eventually. No Streamline. It's unfortunate. I'm not sure about dual cast here. We have Glacier in hand, so we're unlikely to be like forced to evoke the Lightning Orb. But I think the Lightning Orb probably does more damage right now than it does later. We do have a lot of sources of Frost Orb. Also, we want the Dark Orb in front so that we can dual cast it. I want some block for next turn. It's not much, but it's a little bit. Okay, so Genetic Algorithm Defend is the max block. And then Zap does 6 damage. I guess it strikes do 9 damage. We're waiting on Dual Cast, and Dual Cast is not next turn, so Zap is going to do more damage total. Zap can push me over the line into the next form, though, involuntarily, which would be unfortunate. So now I can't Barrage, because that would cause him to break. And same with Rip and Tear. So we're just waiting this turn. Come on, Dual Cast. Uh-oh. Is Dual Cast waiting for the perfect moment, or should I just break him now? If I draw 5 slimes next turn, I lose. But that's pretty unlikely. I'll most likely be able to break him, even if it isn't with Dual Cast. Okay, so we are breaking him. Hopefully with Dual Cast? No. Wow, Strikes almost outdamaged Barrage. I guess we can evoke the Dark Orb, which we should do, because it hits both right now. Still good split. Shouldn't have any problem with that. Ooh, that looks like problems. Definitely going to play at least 1 defend. If I let him hit me, I evoke my orbs, but if I let him hit me, he has to hit me for 3. I'm at 10. We get an extra slime. No, I think I'll try to take 0 for the rest of the fight. We should get strikes and stuff, so... No strikes. Well, Strike can kill him. And then Glacier Actually breaks him too, because the lightning orb will get evoked. Okay. Do we have side quests? I don't think we do. We already played genetic algorithm, right? Yeah, we did. Okay. Biascog, Emotion gives you like an extra vector on which to scale orbs, right? Like normally you can scale orbs kind of in 3 different ways. You can scale the number of orbs you evoke, the number of orbs you have prepared at the end of your turn, and the focus that gets applied to all of those. And those don't all multiply together. The first 2 multiply with focus, but then emotion gives you another thing that also multiplies with focus, but it also multiplies with number of orb slots. So, what I'm saying is getting extra focus would be really good. So I think we take Biascog. You're right, Coconut. You are allowed. Snecko Eye seems good. We have Streamline, which is kind of a Snecko Eye card. And like Sweeping Beam and Cool Headed are kind of okay. Glacier. I mean, it's Snecko Eye, right? You take Snecko Eye. I do also have an X cost thing, which is good with Snecko Eye, Reinforced Body. Okay, what are we doing? I like taking this fire before this elite, but then you don't get any more elites in the act. Yeah, I mean, Snecko loses you runs for sure. Snecko, like, when you pick Snecko Eye, you have like a 15% chance, 15 additional percent chance to just die in Act 2, right? If you don't make it to like the vault halfway through Act 2, you know, Snecko Eye killed you. It happens. But if you get past this, if you get past halfway through Act 2, approximately, then like you've had a chance to build around Snecko Eye for a bit and you know, get some card draw and get some expensive cards, and you tend to make it. I need some card rewards because I need to find things that cost 2 or more, basically. I need to find like, you know, Thunder Strikes and Electrodynamics and Creative AI and shit. So let's do some card rewards, go to this fire. If we feel strong, we can go to this elite. If we don't, we can go over here, hopefully survive. I guess these are identical, because for both of them, you can either choose a fight or a question mark, and then after that question mark, you can choose another. Question mark. I guess this one's better, because no, even if this one, if you take the question mark, you can choose either a question mark or a fight. They're like exactly the same. But I'll take this one, because then if I go here and want to choose the fight, I still get to go back to the fire at the end. We can complete our side quest right away, which is nice. So I think I will. It's only for the 3rd act, yeah. My god, if it was for every act, that would be so brutal. It does just say double boss, but it apparently means the 3rd act boss. This is 8 plus 9 is 17. This is 14. Why did you say 20? Did I say the wrong ascension number or something? We can Biascog dual cast, which would make this do 13 times 2, which is 26, and then we can do a strike for 6. We are going to get punched for a lot. We don't have enough block to really prevent that. This is how Snecko Eye kills you, not with a bang, but with a whimper. I think we need to get that damage in. Even though it does put some stuff in our deck, we still get to shuffle. Oh, I see. Alright, we're going to evoke orbs so that if we get back to dual cast, or just any orb, we can evoke it and kill him. Or we could just streamline him to death. That works too. There's that ball lightning I was talking about, but it's kind of too late for that. Glad I didn't pick that claw, because now it would be a 3-mana claw, and that's kind of a nightmare. I think all these are skips. Strength pot plus barrage is kind of neat, but we need like we need more orb slots. Free relic, sure. Ink bottle, neat. Draw is really nice with Snecko Eye. I'm pretty happy about that. We're a little bit low on health, so I'm going to take the 2 question marks instead of the 2 fights before I get to this fire. I don't think we can afford that. Also, we have Snecko Eye, so we're not... Well, wait. Since we have Snecko Eye, is our curse is less bad? Like, Writhe is not that bad of a curse, right? And relics are good. And we've never removed a card. So, like, and we already have Parasite, so maybe we get some curse synergy. I think I like doing this. It's kind of weird, but if we get, like, Voodoo Doll, we get extra value. Relics also sometimes are orb slots. Because Inserter... Wait, Inserter is a boss relic, though, isn't it? I don't think you can get Inserter from this. Let me check stuff. So the first thing I'm looking for is the... what is this event called? The Mausoleum. Mausoleum event. It just says receive a relic. It doesn't say what rare it is it does. Okay, so it's common, uncommon, and rare, according to this guy. Okay. So let me look at relics really quick. Inserter is not a boss relic. Where is it? Oh, Inserter is a boss relic. I wasn't seeing it. Okay. Alright, fine. We're doing it anyway. Mercury Hourglass, probably not worth it. But, you know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. We should Sweeping Beam before we're Barrage to get more chance at armor. I guess we Glacier. We need the block. Sure. Strike takes off a plated armor. We can complete our side quest and block out. And I think we're just waiting for dual cast at this point. We haven't been triggering Emotion Chip intentionally very much, but it gets triggered naturally, so we don't have to try too hard. Okay, so here this blocks for 15, and then we block for 4 with orbs, so we would block for 19, take 2. This would trigger twice and go up to 36, and then it's lethal with dual cast, which is not here. It's here. So, okay, so can we kill him with, like, dual cast Rip and Tear? Dual cast does 48 damage. Yeah, that's lethal. Okay. Just didn't see dual cast in my hand. Compile Driver is pretty interesting. We have it draws 2 cards on turn 1, which is kind of nuts. Also, we have Snecko Eye, so anything that draws cards is really good. So we'll take Compile Driver for sure. The original plan was to go this way. I do feel pretty strong now, but we are still at 31 health. So I think we're still going to do the question mark. We get to remove a curse. Seems good. I would much rather remove Writhe than lose 3 health, so we'll do that. So we can, like... I think we rest and then go left and start taking some elites. Unless there's something we really need to smith. No, there isn't. Ooh, do we read the book? Random attacks can be 2 cost because we have Snecko Eye. So it seems like it's good with Streamline, but in reality, it's just as likely to copy a Barrage. However, Bailey Lord was doing a run where he was doing Prismatic. See you later, Minchok. Bailey Lord was doing a run where he did Prismatic, and like I was trying to figure out what the max possible like strength modifier is in Slay the Spire, and I'm pretty sure it's Barrage. If you get like 10 orb slots, and then you have like, you know, a bunch of stuff that like multiplies it, like Echo Form and stuff. And one of those things was you need to have Snecko Eye and you need to read the book, so that the book makes a copy of Barrage because it costs 2. So I'm really attracted to reading the book and getting Necronomicon. Also, Necronomicon plays into the theoretical curse synergy. But is it real curse synergy? I don't know. The books are all quite good, though. And we could just read a book and then go heal. So I think I will. It's nearly... Well, that's kind of garbage, but... I'll rest up again here. Strawberry's nice. I like that. It seems like we can probably smith here. We got another fire before the elite, so... I'm not sure what I want to smith. Probably Barrage. We really need a source of orb slots. Maybe Biascog? Biascog's got a pretty good upgrade. Reinforced Body, similarly. Yeah, let's do Biascog. It's just one more focus, but it is important. Well, we could dual cast the Dark Orb right now. But that's not any good. Genetic Algorithm Glacier blocks out and finishes my side quest, so I like that. It also sets up Dark Orb in the front slot for when we reshuffle for dual cast. We are going to draw a card when we do that, so I guess let's Glacier first, see what the card is. A Sunder's Bane. That's pretty useless. Striking costs nothing. And I'll play Reinforced Body to recharge Ink Bottle. And then we'll take 2 and proc all of our orbs. Scrape is crazy in Snecko Eye decks, right? If we Biascog, then we get lethal with the Dark Orb faster, so I think we Biascog. We should do Rip and Tear last to avoid Malleable. So let's go ahead and compile driver, draw a couple cards. They both cost 3, so that's not useful. And Rip and Tear last. Creative AI is pretty good. I think Buffer is probably better, because we're trying to survive the fight without any further damage, probably. 29 lethal. Fusion's kind of fun. It costs 2. It's an energy thing. So it's good with Snecko Eye. It's also good with Compile Driver. It doesn't draw cards, but I think it can be forgiven for that. It also doesn't scale with Focus, and it clogs up my orb slots. It's funny with Emotion Chip, though. It gives you like a crazy amount of energy. It's basically already upgraded too, because Snecko Eye means the upgrade is meaningless. Yeah, energy manipulation is pretty good with Snecko Eye, so I think Fusion I'll take. We can compile there for 0, draw 2. Seems good. There's Fusion. Draw a card here. Draw 2, actually. We probably want to play both Fusion and Cool-Headed so that Dark Orb is in front. I guess we could play one of those. No, we can't Barrage with it. Alright, let's Cool-Headed first, see what the card is. Alright. Fusion, play the strikes. I guess I could dual cast to kill the cultist, but I kind of want more out of dual cast than that. I want more out of the Dark Orb than that. We might be able to kill the cultist and then Dark Orb the Chosen, which would be nice. Oops, I should have used Defend. All for One is crazy in Snecko Eye decks. Okay, so we can All for One and then trigger the Dark Orb. Actually, All for One is going to get us back dual cast because it cost 0 last time we saw it. So we can All for One and then dual cast on Chosen. I guess let's see what it gets. Okay, it did not get dual cast. Compile Driver draws 3 cards, but our hand is full, so we gotta make a little bit of room for that. We can complete our side quest here. If we Cold Snap, we trigger Dark Orb, which I don't think we want to do. So let's go ahead and just buy a Skog. And I guess Strike. I think I want to trigger Dark Orb next turn, maybe. So I will go ahead and shuffle a Doom and Gloom in. We might have lethal. It doesn't look like we do. So it's 10, 33 plus 6 is 39. Yeah, definitely not lethal. So we're probably going to be blocking. We probably want to evoke this Frost Orb as well. So let's start with Doom and Gloom so that we get another Dark Orb rolling. And then Cool-Headed to draw some cards. And okay. We're already blocked out, so no reason to do another Defend. Seek is great, but Streamline is lethal, so I'll shuffle that in. Or probably lethal. Cool. Another copy of Barrage. Recursion's kind of interesting. We are doing Dark Orb synergy stuff, and Recursion is quite good for that. It's also quite good with Plasma, and we do have Fusion. If we don't ever find any Orb slots, it is a way to scale with Focus, and we do have some Focus. Also, it's like it's already upgraded, because it costs 1 and the upgrade costs 0. I don't care about cost. Reinforced Bodies is another nice way to get out of a jam if your hand all costs 3. But I think this turn's probably a skip. We got a chance to smith something here. Maybe we should have taken that hallway fight, because none of these smiths are particularly good. I think Cool-Headed is probably the standout. Draws 2 cards. Drawing is good with Snake Eye. It's pretty early for a biased cog. I think I'm going to do it anyway, though. I get 5 focus, and then he stabs me twice, and I proc the Dark Orb both times. I mean, it's a bad hand, right? But I'm going to restart the fight so I can get 2 more damage out of the strike. And I'll drink the attack pot too. All for One's quite good in Snecko decks. It also gets me that strike back. I guess I'll take Echo Form, sure. Ripendare is free. I like the sound of that. This is a bad turn. A lot of expensive cards. I don't really want to take 21, but I kind of do want to take like 1. So maybe I defend Reinforced Body and take 2. Maybe Cold Snap means I take a lot though. Cold Snap would mean I only block for 9 and take 12. Yeah, I think I'll just defend Reinforced Body, take 2 intentionally. Wait, did that defend cost 2? Sorry, I'm gonna restart the fight again. Okay. Strength Bot, All for One, Strike, All for One, Strike, Biased Cog. Echo Form. The defend does cost 2, so that defend is not an option. I guess I'll just block out here. I guess we could take 22 damage, or do 22 damage, but I think blocking out is okay. I don't want any of these. I might need Static Discharge to get him to proc the Dark Orb, so I guess I'll take it. There's that Echo Form. Glacier gets the Dark Orb to the front. Say Echo Form Glacier. I don't hate it. Again, we're taking some damage. Not really voluntarily, just don't have enough block. Because Snecko Eye is screwing us again. Good to finish our side quest here. We can Cool-Headed to hit him for 56. That leaves him at 18. Sweeping Beam for 0 leaves him at 10. I guess let's Sweeping Beam first and see what's happening. I forgot all about that. Genetic Algorithm, or forgot about Echo Form. So now we can Genetic Algorithm Cold Snap. I think that does kill him. Yeah, it does. So we complete our side quest and then kill the book. Ooh, Bronze Scales. Very nice. There's Capacitor. Yeah, we pretty much slam pick Capacitor, I think. Even though Thunderstrike is random cost, we don't really have any source of Lightning Orbs. Just Zap. So we're not picking Thunderstrike. Alright, I think we feel healthy enough to smith something here. And probably that Capacitor, right? Yeah. We're going to have to skip Bias Cog probably the first time we see it. But we have a pretty good shot at this fight. Capacitor right away, okay. And we'll play these 2 to recharge Ink Bottle. Reboot's quite nice. Oh wait, it doesn't cost 0. Ugh. Costs 1, it's not too bad. Fusion Compile Driver is cool. Sweeping Beam is good in the fight, although of dubious value here. We kind of need to block. Streamline does the most damage, but Streamline Fire Pot still doesn't kill this orb. We could just reboot and hope we get something better. I think that's pretty reasonable. Nope. Electrodynamics is pretty good. I'll take that. Alright, we're in trouble here. Genetic Algorithm blocks out, but then we're not spending energy very efficiently. I guess it's okay. So the goal here is to kill the orbs and then use the Dark Orb to kill the automaton. We're going to kill the orbs with Electrodynamics, so we kind of want them to be at similar health totals, so I'll hit the higher health one. Aggregate's kind of fun with Neuralise Codex, because your deck size keeps going up, but I don't really want it. I already have Plasma if I wanted to do energy manipulation stuff. We do need to block. I can't pick auto shields because sometimes I uncontrollably block at the beginning of my turn when I take damage and have a Frost Orb up, so I'm going to take a Leap instead. Uh-oh, he's got Electrodynamics. Now we can't kill him with Electrodynamics. We have to kill him to get Electrodynamics. But I think that's achievable. Yeah, if we just Streamline Compile Driver him, which both conveniently costs 0 at the moment. Oh wait, we can just Streamline him to get it back. Okay, so now if we Electrodynamics, then we can do 16 to him, dual cast, and then kill him with Compile Driver. I guess I'll Fusion for 0, and Defend for 0, and then Reinforce Body for 2. I guess it's better to strike this orb. What does he have? Bias Cog. I guess Bias Cog blocks for 10 because I have 2 Frost Orbs up. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll take a White Noise, sure. Alright, we can't play anything that makes orbs, because we got our Dark Orb stuck in front. But currently we're just doing a ton of damage, so that's fine. I'll take another loop. Alright, we have dual cast with Dark Orb in front, but it only does 120 damage, so it's a little bit too early. Let's see, can we survive though? So he said I could for 58, we're at 25, so we need to block for 33. We are blocking for 10. I guess we need to block for 34 to survive. We're blocking for 10. We have 10 more in hand. I guess I'll just do these. We do have an ink bottle draw coming up. We can also draw with Sweeping Beam. If we develop an orb, we can dual cast a Plasma to get more energy. I guess the max damage is dual cast Streamline Strike Fire Pot. So that's 122 plus 20, so it's 142 plus 9, and so it's 153 plus 20, so it's 173. Not far off, but not lethal. So I guess we have to Sweeping Beam to draw a card, or else we die. And that doesn't help, so we're dead. Maybe I did my math wrong and this is lethal somehow. Oh my god. Nope, not quite. I did realize I wasn't counting the lightning orb damage, but it's not enough. If you die with Emotion Chip, it makes a little ding sound. It's like, ooh, you lost HP on your previous turn. The Emotion Chip is going to trick you. Yeah, that was close. Maybe should have rested at that last fire, because we almost got through that fight. Snecko Eyes runs are like that sometimes. It just doesn't quite work out. All right, I think that's going to be it for me for today. Thanks for coming. I will see you tomorrow.